and gentlemen.
And that's my favorite form of cock and ball.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the RAJJ podcast. Say hello to everybody on the screen. Can everybody wave? Everybody wave. Yes, welcome to the RAJJ podcast, everybody. Thank you so much for taking time out of your very busy schedules. We know you all have them. Thank you so much, especially Wes. Thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Let's start off the show as we usually do by going over the rules of the show. And then we'll jump into introductions, and then we'll jump into topics, okay? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as Monka S's are already furiously flying in the chat right now on this May 16, 2020. We are set to go over the rules. Here we go. RAJJ podcast sponsored by !Dream in the chat. Here are the rules. Above all the contestants today, you see a timer that is ticking. Once that timer strikes 0, there will be a poll administered throughout the chat. You will have an opportunity as chat members, as viewers of the show, to vote for who you want to. Say it with me. Keep, not kick. Keep, not kick on the show. The person with the most amount of votes will choose between the two lowest amount of voted people, and that person will be eliminated from the RAJJ podcast sponsored by Dream. Now, we will repeat that process as the rounds get consecutively shorter, and the last person standing will win the RAJJ podcast. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. That's right. That's right.
You guys are
and they will walk away with, we don't have anything. Dream, maybe we can hook them up with some merch. How about that? Some Dream merch. That'd be awesome. And maybe a host too. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Okay. All right, let's start off with our introductions one by one. Allowing everybody to introduce themselves so everybody knows who they could be voting for. Starting with the top left-hand corner, joining us, fresh out of bed, Mr. Destiny. Hello, Destiny.
When we inevitably run over the timer every single round, do you have like a second timer to let you know when to really end the round, or you just kind of play it by ear every time? Or is it like a scripted thing too, or what?
Yeah, we don't. Something I forgot to mention in the rules is we don't really look at the timer. The timer doesn't really matter. It's just sort of a loosely thing that we just I don't even know. Shut up, okay? Just introduce yourself.
Destiny, am I right?
Hi, I'm Destiny. I'm a semi-professional Call of Duty Warzone player. You can follow my Instagram at twitch.tv/Destiny. Follow my Instagram at Instagram.com/Destiny too. Okay.
And your Twitter? Do you have a Twitter? Is that something that you?
Unfortunately, I don't. My friend has one though. It's called Gaze Within.
Oh wow, it's cool. Very nice. Gaze Within. That's really cool.
Very deep, very good political commentator online. It's a lot of very insightful things. It's not bullying or harassing to anybody. So. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Very nice. Well, very nice. You should. I love how you elevate your friends. That's very nice. Dream, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Richard to the right of Destiny. Richard Lewis. Richard Lewis, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, Richard Lewis, journalist guy who comes on and gets called a cunt by live stream fails. It's lots of
Minx
fun.
isn't here.
All right, awesome. To the right of Richard Lewis, welcoming back after several months of hiatus, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Alabrow. Woo!
My anus is really low, actually, Raj.
Your anus?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead and introduce yourself, Alabrow.
Hi, I'm Alabrow. I'll be your depressive sad boy for this session.
Okay, thank you, Alabrow. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. To the right
Change of pace.
To the right of Alabrow, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mr. Bob Seven. Bob Seven, go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
My name's Bob Seven. I'm a really cool guy with even cooler opinions, and I actually wanted to give Kate a little bit of advice. I just wanted to say you always try to say the most offensive thing possible. And you got to be careful this show because with the topics we have, that might get you banned. But also, you might just get voted off before we actually get to the topic, so it might not matter. So you might be in the clear. But anyways, I'm looking forward to the great discussion today. I hope everybody's respectful. And thanks for spending time with me, guys. I always value it. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it.
Bob, I really like your hair today.
Thanks.
I'm going to quote my dad, Bob, and he said, "Why do people like Bob? Or why do girls like Bob?" is what they said.
Good one, Raj. Nice. Nice one, Raj. That was really funny.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Destiny. I appreciate it. I've been working on that one.
Bob's and Kate. Can I?
Yeah, right below Destiny. Mr. Wes, by the way, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, Raj. Nice to be back. I'm
you.
Wes. I'm kind of like Twitch's local town clown. I'm also a professional comedian. So if you don't mind, I'd like to start off with a joke.
Oh God.
Okay.
Jesus, no.
What did the
please.
deer say to her teammates in her game of Overwatch?
No, Wes, please.
shut
Nothing,
up,
because she
Wes.
had voice chat removed because it gives unfair advantages.
Okay, thank you,
Oh,
Wes.
you're
Appreciate
so
it.
funny.
Really off to a great start, Wes. Thank you so much. That's
Can I make another joke?
No, that's enough. Thank you.
No.
Thank you, Wes.
Okay.
All right,
One
to the
more
right of Wes, Kate, go ahead and introduce yourself, Kate.
Hi, my name is Kate. I'm a streamer, obviously. I'm playing Valorant right now, and I do a lot of just chatting. But yeah, excited to be here. I'm actually, I don't know. I just like woke up kind of horny today. I don't know why. I thought I'd share that.
Wow.
God, W farming votes. Oh my
This
god.
isn't a dating show. What the fuck are you doing here?
All right. Well,
You
okay.
act a little bit
Can I not be honest? Like, fuck.
Yeah, well, I woke up fat and
Steven,
depressed.
wake up horny.
I'm Alibrel's friend.
Wes!
We don't have to be fucking that
on.
honest.
I mean, you can say whatever you want, Wes. I'm not telling you.
Gross, you're
what to say.
pushing away the viewers. Okay, you're being repulsive. This is a godly
How is
television
that?
show.
How are girls being horny repulsive?
Sure,
Like, what?
anyone being horny is gross. Okay, I've been a lecture fan for 12
Are
months.
you
He told me that
straight?
porn is
Do you not-
satanic.
True. Nice
What
job,
the
Wes.
fuck?
Katie, call him ugly. Do the thing.
I'm not gonna. I am not a clown, okay?
You look like one.
Oh, okay. Now, Wes, that's inappropriate. To the right
You
of
make up
Wes.
stuff.
How is that inappropriate?
To the right of Wes. To the right of
Laughing at
Wes.
your own joke, Wes. Okay.
To the
I'm
right
a
of
hilarious comedian.
To the right of Wes, Kate, go ahead. Oh, you already introduced yourself. Sorry. To
Who
the right
cares,
of Kate.
Raj, next?
To the right of Kate, Lumi Roo, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Wimmy Roo. I use they them pronouns in case you didn't catch that. And I regularly talk gender theory. Here to be your resident SJW.
All right, thank you so much, Lumi Roo. Good to have you. To the right of Lumi Roo, we had a great Bible study last Wednesday. Mr. Lecture Fan, go ahead and introduce yourself.
True. Thank you so much, Raj. It's good to be here. Something positive, especially when we've had such recent bad news like Twitch going in the terrible wrong direction. We're still going through one of the greatest mass panics and mass hysterias, and Obamagate, one of the greatest scandals ever been exposed recently. So it's good to be here, have a little positive news.
Thank you so much,
Christ.
Lecture Fan.
Excessive.
I am
Hell of an intro, lecture fan.
I am so happy.
Christ.
Thank you.
I am
What is
so
the
happy
Fox
that
news ticker? What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
bottom left-hand corner, ladies and gentlemen, joining us from his bungalow in Norway, Knut. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Good evening, Raj. I'm only here because you fucking owe me a host from the last show, Raj.
Wait, what? I don't remember that. What do you mean? Did you?
I remember that's why I came here to call you fucking out in front of your audience, and you said there was a fucking prize for winning as well.
Wait, which show was this? I don't know what you're talking about.
Last time I was on.
Knut, I have no idea what you could have got. Wait, who did I host instead?
I don't remember.
I think
someone
it was
else.
Probably.
You actually owe me two hosts.
Wait.
You owe one from last summer as well.
Wait, all right, Knut, you're just making shit up. You and your your tight
Knut,
booty
I think
shorts.
Store
I
owes
don't
you the
know.
rest of
Like,
those shorts.
I think he's right. I think I was on a show where he won. You didn't host him, actually, Raj.
Well,
I think you owe Alibrella a host.
I think, no. I think
So I'm taking the host today.
No,
even if anyone here
that's
wins,
a reasonable.
that's my host.
I really don't know if I can argue with that, given the fact that you're Knut. I don't really know if I can.
Yeah, I
Okay.
concede.
Yeah, I concede
And the
defeat.
DGD, I'm still taking Destiny to the gym the next time I see him.
You were gonna kill that
Broken
guy.
promises.
You're gonna
No,
kill
the
that guy.
corona stopped me from traveling to LA. No broken promises.
to the right of Knut, welcome Knut. Adriana Lee, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, it's my first time on the Royale, and I am 19 years old, and I am a Just Chatting streamer from Detroit.
Welcome aboard. Thank you, Adriana Lee. I appreciate it. BJP official, his first time on the Royale. One of my very favorite people, and also a lawyer. Go ahead, Mr. BJP.
I appreciate that, Raj. I guess it's rookies on the front row down here, but I'm down here squeezed between two beautiful women, so I appreciate that, Raj.
Of course.
Appreciate you coming down here, and I have no idea what to expect today, but should be fun.
All right.
Lecture fan, do you work for BJP as a paralegal? Okay.
All right, to the right.
He works for God, Wes.
To the right.
He's God's paralegal.
Oh God, that is just disgusting. All right, to the right of BJP official, joining us, a positive light, beaming from the sky in Sweden. Candyland, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes. Hi everybody. I'm Candyland, and I haven't been here in a while, but a lot has happened since last time. I'm now becoming a super smart intellectual, and that's my life goal. I have a new life goal actually. Yeah, and when I'm an intellectual and super smart, I'm gonna convince everybody to like have respect for each other and to bring like world peace and stuff like that. So
you're like the
Destiny, you know what that
Just
means?
to let everyone know
That's
how
very
that's
cringe.
going, she called me lecture fan earlier. She couldn't tell us apart.
Actually,
Oh
She couldn't
shit.
tell us apart. So the quest for intellectualism might be eluding you currently, but good.
At least you're on the
I'm
path,
on my
Candy.
way. Okay, like this is my
She
start
didn't
of the
mention the
journey.
timeline.
This is the start of the journey. I'm coming. Like I.
Candy,
She just unsubbed from Destiny and subbed to Hassan Piker, so she's making leaps and
Hassan
bounds.
No, that doesn't make any. Hassan doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, but.
Wait, hold on. No, that's not. He's my friend, okay? We're not going to be talking about my
He's
friends
my
today,
friend.
okay?
He's my
Let's be
friend.
very
Come
clear
on,
about
Raj,
that.
implement the bias.
All right, okay. Let's give a big warm welcome to your cast of May 16, 2020. Everybody give a nice wave, huh? All right. Don't worry, there's music in the background. Okay, let's get started with addressing the topic of the day that probably is.
Hey, Raj. Raj.
Hello.
Yes.
Raj. I
Yes.
didn't mention I'm a comedian. Can I tell a joke?
No.
So who makes the rules
Nobody
of a
wants
country?
to hear your joke.
Raj, who makes the rules of a country?
The
lawmakers.
Yeah.
Who makes the rules of a school?
The school makers.
The teachers and principal. But
Okay.
most importantly, who makes the rules on Twitch?
Oh God, no.
A fucking deer!
Okay. Wes, come on. We're gonna Wes. Hold on. Check your DMs, Wes. We're gonna
I
have
can't
to.
check DMs.
We gotta be careful here. All right.
Joke.
We gotta be careful. Okay.
Wes, just keep your DMs
Appreciate the
up
Sam
throughout the whole show.
Kinison delivery as
Keep
well,
them up.
Wes.
This is not. I don't think this is okay. That this is not nice. Like you're
It's
being.
really
Hey.
not. It's just you're just adding to senseless bullying. Like
What's
fucking-
bullying about her being a deer?
Hey, let's.
I
She's a
mean,
deer.
you're
I
mean.
acknowledge her
Let's
being
hold
a
on.
deer.
Let Wes.
though, like-
Wes.
Yeah, I'm acknowledging that she's a deer.
Wes.
Oh, you said-
Hold on, Wes. Check your DMs.
Yeah, well, I'd say a fucking president.
Hey.
It's
Check your
called
DMs,
punchline.
Wes. Check your DMs, Wes.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
God damn it.
You know, a lot of people think it's weird or whatever that she acted like deer, but I would say it's way more weird you guys in Twitch chat jerking off to clothes streamers, because like at least she's enjoying it. She's having fun.
Bob, let's
You
Bob.
guys-
Just give
That's what
me
people
a
are
second.
turning
Hold on.
off.
Let me. Guys, let's hear a second. Hold on. Let's give a second here to put the topic into context. We're not even talking about that yet, okay? And first and foremost, please have some respect, okay? I mean, just let's have some respect. Let's try to have this conversation respectfully, okay? So I'm gonna put this topic into context, all right? Twitch has recently, we're going to talk about the council more specifically to start, all right? So Twitch has recently created a council of 8 members, 4 male and 4 female, of the community to help guide decisions made at Twitch by contributing to their experience, expertise, and believe in Twitch's mission of empowering communities to create together. I want to start off with a more broad question, okay, for this topic before we get into it more. Do you believe this council should have been created in the first place? We can start with that, and then we can go sort of see where the conversation takes us to begin with. Go ahead. Lecture fan, if you want to start, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just say that this is the least diverse council I've ever seen. Every single person on this council is a left-wing ideologue, a complete Democrat, every single one of them. This is the least diverse panel I've ever seen. They all think the exact same. The only thing that this is going to do is Twitch is just going to use this to justify their censorship of anybody that says something that they don't like. This is the terrible position. Twitch is going the opposite way it should be. Twitch should be doing less censorship, not more.
You know all of that?
What is that?
Hold on, Richard. Go ahead, Richard.
Oh,
yeah. I was just gonna say. I mean, look, right. I don't necessarily agree that we needed kind of health, fucking health and safety council, whatever bullshit title it's fucking got. Like, I don't think you necessarily need that, but every corporation has one now, because what it is it's essentially a signal that we are willing to consider the needs of marginalized groups by having representatives from those groups on a panel. Don't have any issue with that in principle. What I'll say, though, is that this is just another example. Like, I feel sorry for the people who've been selected, and I'll explain why. And I think it's because they're going to get all of the shit as if they're like a CEO of Twitch, or as if they have any power or influence. They don't. They get one Skype call with some fucking deadbeat at Twitch who has no real power or authority once a month. That's exactly how it's going to operate. And for that, they're going to get all of the shit, and they act as the lightning rod. It's just another example of a big corporation going down a checklist saying we need a trans person, we need a person of color, we need this, and this, so we can insulate ourselves from genuine criticism. Meanwhile, by virtue of having that, Twitch doesn't need to improve a bunch of other stuff that the community and indeed those marginalized communities would benefit for. It's
so
just
basically,
cynical.
like, nothing's going to change. Like, they're just going to have this panel because they have to, and nothing's really going to change.
That's
Alabama,
Twitch's
go ahead.
slogan. It's always been.
Twitch is a great company at making them look like they're doing shit, but they actually don't do shit. And this is the latest fucking example in that. And as I said, while I think
why do you say it's
Stephanie
like
was...
not... Why do you say it's like, no, why do you say they're not doing anything? Because they're inviting like everybody to this platform and making sure that everybody feels welcome, no matter like...
Yeah, but
like
what I mean is
really
like,
good.
so okay.
I think it's just for show.
Yeah, they do an announcement.
it's for
They
show,
trot everybody out. They say, look, we've got these people and they're going to be taking care of your needs. And what does that mean? What does that actually mean in a broader context? It means absolutely fuck all.
Ahead,
It means
go ahead,
that
Wes.
Especially because
They
Twitch
said
already
marginalized
agrees with
groups of
everything the panel
community,
says.
right? Like, I feel like when I was born a white dude, I was like, fuck, I'm lucky. I'm gonna not face most shit. But now on Twitch, it feels like with this like council and it's like pushing towards marginalized groups, communities are protected. I feel like maybe white people are gonna get fucked over by this, right?
Does anybody want to respond to that? Bob, go ahead.
Laughing after saying that, you can't even say it with a straight face.
Hold on.
Like,
I want to reply to
Yeah, that's absurd.
Go ahead, Bob, please.
So you're talking about representation, and a point Devin Nash made was like people on LSF feel like they don't have a representative. So like maybe if they could have someone that's advocating for game awards, like maybe then they would actually be represented. Like, how do you guys feel about that?
Destiny.
I don't know that it necessarily has to be gamer words, but I do feel like the people who are on there are the more wholesome streamers like me and the edgier streamers. And when I say edgy, I don't mean oppressive or bigoted, but I mean just edgy streamers don't seem to have a representative. I think that's totally fair. Like having representation for edgy gamers or streamers, I think is fair to have.
We don't have anything to represent just chatting on the platform. We need to unban Ice Poseidon and put him on the council.
Okay,
Oh.
Lumi's
That's not gonna happen.
definition of wholesome is already what Twitch believes. Twitch already believes everything everybody on this panel is going to say. So this council is going to be used by Twitch to basically shunt off responsibility onto this panel. And then when Twitch does what it always does, which is ban people unfairly and ban people for what they say and content censorship and everything else, then Twitch is just going to say, hey, look, though, we've got this council. Go talk to the council. Or
Okay,
hey,
hold
the
on.
council
Okay,
had
okay.
input.
Destiny, go ahead. Destiny.
Let's get
What
this
am
out
I
of the way.
Destiny, go ahead.
I'll make a $25 wager on this panel. People keep saying like, "Oh, this panel's gonna get blamed for all the bits." That's never gonna happen. Nobody on LSF.
No
There's
one's
not gonna be
gonna
a single
publicly
top
say
level
it.
comment where people are like, "Oh, wow, this was the panel banning them." Probably no one thinks that. No one's gonna say that. That's not gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. Okay, I don't know why.
I
People are bringing
think
that up.
it's kind of possible, especially if they have them listed on the website as part of the panel. People can look it up and they can go to their stream.
One second.
Yeah, they don't work in the moderation.
Yeah, but chat can be stupid sometimes, okay?
They're
And they might think that they're a part of the ban.
Hey,
No, you
and
know-
also what no one
everybody
has
knows.
mentioned yet.
Would it
Hold on. Go ahead,
What no one
Ryan.
has mentioned yet is that this is a response. There are countries that are instituting online harms laws, that are instituting fines for websites that don't police their own content. So YouTube, Facebook, everyone's having to respond to this. And this is a way of Twitch saying, hey, we are addressing this. We're putting together a council to try to avoid that in the future from potential fines.
So do you think this is a legal safety net?
Have you guys ever seen Twitch chat, like a staff member in a Twitch chat? Every time a staff member's in the chat just saying like, hey, it's why didn't you ban Alinity? Why didn't you ban Alinity? Everyone's adding the staff member, even
That's
though
not-
Pretty is the staff member of just some.
What does that have to do with what we're
What is
talking
that?
about
I've
at
never
all?
seen that happen ever.
I'm
What are
saying
you talking
that
about?
this council will be.
The
getting
only thing they ever do is go
reputation
staff
banned for
Monka
any-
S. No one gives a fuck.
I have staff in my chat, and that does not happen. So
Yeah, that doesn't happen. You're
staff
living in a
at all.
fantasy world. That's why your room's all
That's
pink
like a
with
big
butterflies and shit. This isn't Disney. What the fuck are you
I think I'm
talking
actually
about?
All right, hold on.
on this.
Pritchard, go ahead.
Where this is all led us to is like, you know, did they do a good enough job of kind of vetting, if you like, the people that they've appointed on the council? And as we've seen with the example that Wes has alluded to, there's been a few hiccups, let's say, already. I don't have any issues, by the way, with like cringeworthy clips coming out of like people pretending to be a deer. I think it's cringeworthy, but I think you'll find most of that from a lot of streamers. I don't have an issue with that. Her comments about voice chat in gaming,
We're gonna get into
were
that,
a little
Richard.
bit asinine and silly. But again, wrapped within that, there was actually a good point somewhere. Where I do
Can
have
I
an issue is where
say
some of
something
the
about that?
Well, we're
think
gonna get into that. Are you guys ready to get? I want
argument.
to cover this whole. Do you think it's necessary to have something like this sort of thing
I
first?
wanted to respond to BJP.
Yeah, go ahead, lecture fan.
I think BJP is right that there are governments and countries around the world that are promoting this type of stuff and requiring this, and particularly countries that don't have free speech. And I think this is where it becomes. This is Europe is.
No, France and the UK.
Hold on, all right, hold on, Desi, let lecture fan finish, and then I'll let you respond. Let lecture fan finish, and I'll let you respond.
So Europe has a lot of these laws about what you can say online, and people get arrested for saying things on Facebook in places like the UK. We've seen stories like that. And my point is that this is part of a bigger issue that's being promoted by the left, the global left, and our government should be doing the opposite. Our government should be promoting free speech, should be promoting an open exchange of ideas instead of trying to censor people and then justify the censorship by having these completely undiverse panels.
Destiny, go ahead and respond. Destiny, go ahead and
There hasn't
respond.
even
Yep.
been a suggestion.
Let him respond. He wanted to interject in there.
So firstly, countries being individuals being sued for things is different than platforms being held responsible for like user speech. So these two claims are worlds apart. So saying countries are starting to sue Facebook or making laws or rules for Facebook or whatever, and then my example is an individual got arrested or fined for saying something. These are monumentally different claims. Okay, number one. Number two, Europe is not a country. Okay, that's all I have.
Good one, Destiny.
Lecture fan, you can fucking get up a vault in your country. We already have that for years ago. What are you saying? We're anything else? Yeah, we already have
country in
What,
Europe
like the Great Wall of
that
China?
I'm most familiar with.
Hold on one sec, Albert. I'll get you in.
You mean to keep out the Mongolians? What fucking wall?
No, okay, maybe it is a fence, not a wall.
So-
We have a fence too, you dickhead. It's called the border. What are you talking about?
All right, Albert, go ahead.
I don't know
Albert.
why we're going into walls, but what is
No, I'm
this
not kidding
council
with the
supposed to
lecture
do?
fan.
Hold on. So as far as I'm aware, the council is supposed to counsel Twitch on their terms of service guidelines and decisions. I don't think they have anything to do with banning or approving whatever people's bans. That has nothing to do. It's simply a community voice to Twitch.
And they're going to be promoting more bans.
Okay,
I just
Wes, go ahead, Wes.
I
First
would
of all,
disagree
lecture
because
fan,
if
that's
I were
wrong.
on there, if I were on
Hey,
there,
Lulu, what's your fucking name, you tough to hair, dude? You look like a dog.
Hey, Wes, what the fuck, Wes? What the fuck, Wes? Hold on, Wes.
He said my name.
Wes, you're muted. You're muted. I'm sorry. Lumi, go ahead. That was disrespectful, Wes. Let me mute you.
Anyway,
All right.
as someone who's one of those wholesome streamers that's gonna ban more people, according to you, I would actually be advocating for less bans. So I think that's a little absurd in one area, right? I would be saying, why do we not have, like, why are we obsessed about women's nipples, for example? Like, these things
Because
are
they're
kind of
sexy.
weird.
Because we like them really well. That's why we're upset with them.
Go, let Lumi finish,
No,
please.
I've
Let
already
me finish.
had this conversation, but I just think this assumption that there are going to be more bans is kind of bizarre to me.
Well,
That's
with
been the trend.
Steph's case, it's definitely got. I mean, look, I don't think they have any influence over bans. I acknowledge that, but I do think she's absolutely fucked up and probably should be removed from the council. Not because of the deer thing,
Why do you
not
think
because
she's
of the
fucked
voice
up?
chat thing. Because you're coming out and you're first of all, she's saying that safety council is meant to be there for everybody, even though they've chosen marginalized groups because they feel they're underrepresented. But she's already said. She's already started babbling about white supremacists. She said she thinks a significant portion of gamers are white supremacists.
Boomers are marginalized now.
Ridiculous thing to say. And has basically like also drawn the line of like, oh, you know, I take umbrage with white cis, you know, whatever the fucking buzzwords are, like whatever the word salad is. And I think when
you say something like only white cis males would think that voice chat's okay.
I think when you start saying things like that and you start drawing division, your role as a community figurehead, where you are expected to be a voice for everybody, once you start drawing the battle lines, I don't think you're fit for purpose within that.
I don't think that calling her
that's what I have an issue with. I don't have an issue with her views
fair.
on voice chat. I don't have an issue with her pretending to be a deer or whatever the fuck she's doing in her spare time. I think there was definitely some like weird sexualized element to it, which is inappropriate for
Destiny, can I come to your house and give you head
scratches on other occasions?
Okay,
but
let's go to.
If you are going to be there as a council representative for all Twitch streamers, and you start saying, I think gamers are neo-Nazi secretly, paraphrasing, I think
that
you have to be taken off
fair.
the fucking council.
That's the only true thing
she did say that.
That's exactly what she said.
Lumi, go ahead and respond. Go ahead, Lumi.
A lot of gamers. She did say that a lot of gamers might be
Canute, wait, let Lumi finish.
And I will acknowledge that, and I would.
That is bias. She shouldn't be showing that publicly.
Most of gamers
So,
were wording.
Because there's like people who like ride bikes. You can't just like generalize the type of people who ride bikes. Like
No.
like huge.
I agree with you. So I agree with you that I think
activity that
Hey,
everybody
Raj, you got a good one in her, dude. Why did you like Candyland? We already got one of them.
Excuse me, Wes.
I mean, it's kind of like Trump, though. Like, he's done a lot of fucked up shit, but he's still president.
I feel like a lot of these problems just would have been solved like if there was a little bit more merit based. So say like if there was like a debate tournament, like maybe on the RAJJ show to become on the council, like then people who make good points would go through rather than these just random people. Like yeah, like me and Steve, we debate well. I'd say we'd be able to argue well who should get banned.
I'd be good on the council.
It's not about bans though. But I would say like I definitely hear you on the optics of her talking in that manner, right? But I do think that being aware of white supremacy or white supremacy related issues is fair. I also understand that people might critique that her saying a lot of gamers are white supremacists, even though there does seem to be a bit of a problem in the gaming community. That's not saying all gamers are white supremacists.
That's some of the dumbest thing I've fucking heard.
Hold on one second, Richard. Go ahead.
Mechanics. Let's talk mechanics. So let's say me as a white cis male, let's say I'm having an issue and I happen to know Stephanie, right? But I never heard her views on this topic before, and I know she's on the council, and I wanted to raise something with her, so in her next meeting with Twitch, she could bring it up on my behalf. Now that I know she might secretly harbor some form of prejudice or bias towards me because of my white cis male status, how can I ever feel comfortable talking to her? And if that is true, then how can that person serve on the council sort of in the primary way it was designed for? She can't. She absolutely can't. So it's not about the embarrassing or cringeworthy stuff. It's about the fact that now, by demonstrating that level of prejudice and and saying I have an issue with this group over here, she's not fit for purpose to be on the council. She fucked up.
Yeah, I agree.
Did she explicitly say that she has an issue with white cis men? Like she specifically said she had an issue, or what did she say about that?
What does even
because
I think she's instrumental.
Hold on. So it's for people that don't know what cis men is. It means you just basically identify with the gender or sex that you're born with. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, you're just not trans.
The gender you're assigned at birth is how you present and identify. Yeah.
Doctor said you were a man.
So white cis male basically means that you're a white male that.
Yeah, it's like calling yourself straight. We call people gay. We have all these labels, right? And then you have straight, and that's fine. Then you have trans, and you have cis.
Why do marginalized groups use the word cis as an insult?
Oh my god!
I don't think that we do. It's just a descriptor. I think that.
So when
one second. Hold on, one second.
Someone tweeted at me for a Mary Catherine show, and they're like, "You dirty fucking cis male." What would that mean?
Okay, hold on, wait.
I think that the frustration would be.
Lumi, would you allow Destiny to get this one? He wants to get this one.
Raj gets really
I really get excited when Destiny.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Go ahead, Destiny.
It's not about taking out frustration or being frustrated or being angry. The reason why people use marginalized groups, or I'm sorry, majority groups as an insult sometimes is because what they're trying to say is you don't understand a particular issue. So, for instance, when a black guy says something like, "Oh, like going to the store and getting pulled over by the cops because I drive a nice car is really annoying," you're like, "Oh, is that really that bad?" Like, I don't think that happens that much. The guy will be like, "Okay, shut up, you're white," or whatever, like some shit like that. It's like, what do you mean I'm white? Why are you telling me from white? The attack there isn't supposed to be like, "Oh, you're bad because you're cis," or "Oh, you're bad because you're white." The attack is like, you're part of a majority group. You don't understand what the fuck I'm saying, and that's why they.
You're still
I'm not
identifying them by their race and then categorizing them in
really fucking mad. I'm not.
I kind of like being in categories.
I'm not defending it. I'm just.
I feel cozy in categories.
That's why that attack is.
Hey guys, stop talking over each other. Stop it.
Still terrible.
Okay.
Lecture fan, you're a paralegal. Let the lawyer talk.
Destiny, even if you're right, that doesn't. It still is a bad thing. So why
I agree.
clarify
I never thought it was a good thing, did I? I just said that's why people say that.
Why?
You're explaining why it happens, not justifying it.
Rush, let me.
I get it.
Okay, Canoe, go ahead.
Point here is
Zherka official/Twitter is the point.
John, come on, you got to stop doing that, man. Come on.
That's all he does, man.
All right,
He's
go
given
ahead.
up completely
Go
on
ahead,
providing
Canute.
content. He just shouts out his Twitter.
Go ahead, Canute, please.
Point being, by having her in the council, she should be there to help like her group of people or everyone on Twitch, not have anything against white cis male or anything.
No one disagrees with that.
That's
I don't think she has something against white cis males.
Then you haven't seen the clips because
Yeah,
clearly
she definitely
was
does have
talking
something
about-
against white cis males. I feel
Yes.
bad. Like, hold on, Lumiru,
Okay,
I'm a white
so-
cis male. One of my subs has never interacted with this person. I put my emote in her chat and it was banned because it's a white cis male emote. On God. On fucking God. I witnessed this happen. The first message they typed, it was a picture of my face. They were immediately permabanned because it's a white cis male emote.
Let's go to Bob.
She definitely has transgressions
Bob,
against
go
white
ahead.
cis males.
I just want to explain, like, my take on how it happens. It's like literally just a circle of hate. So say if you're just a trans person, and as it is, a lot of people, they just hate you for existing. Okay, that's just going to be a thing. So you could either have one or two options. You could either one, decide to care about it, and then somehow not be depressed, or two, say, fuck the haters, which is what she decided.
No, there's a third option. Stop existing. Fucking easy.
Are you kidding me, Wes? Are you kidding me, Wes?
At any point.
Wes.
At any point, I have that out. Louis C.K. told me.
All I'm saying is, if someone is hated on, like, of course, they're not going to be as nice outward. Like that, it's like a cycle. It's like the same thing with ugly people that turn in incels. It's like, fuck you for being ugly, and then they start hating women. Like, it's this cycle of hate. It's hard to, it's hard to actually expect someone to be like a reasonable person when they're just shit on.
No,
like,
and you do, yeah, no, I totally.
No, I didn't mean stop existing like the group of people. I was
That's what it sounded like.
It's what it sounded like, Wes.
Exist at all.
Could you clarify what you meant there, Wes? Before
Yeah, that was concerning.
what did he mean? What did he mean? What did you mean by that, Wes?
It was a joke as much as like a homage. You know what I mean?
It was a terrible joke.
None of what's happened
It had nothing to do with like destroying groups of people or anything.
Wes, are you kidding me?
DMs, Wes?
No, I did. No,
What
I'm
did you
clarifying. It had
mean by
nothing
that?
to do
What
with
did you
that.
mean by that, Wes?
Holy shit! It was.
You
it
can't
was an
say
homage
those things, Wes.
No, let me explain. It was an homage to an old joke from a comedy special.
What was the joke
Where it's
about?
like, the joke was like you don't have to exist anymore.
I've seen the
That's
comedy
joke.
special, but it was
What's the
poorly
process
timed
by
because
that?
I don't fucking know, dude. I was just repeating something that I read on a special, dude. It had nothing to do with
It's okay.
destroying groups of
Anymore.
communities.
Can I respond to something what Lumi said earlier about this not being about bans? If you actually read the purpose behind this council, draft new policies. Guess what policies are? When to ban people. Develop products and features to improve safety and moderation. Guess what safety and moderation is? That's banning people.
The biggest person
protecting
on
the-
there.
They're going to be
protecting the
choosing
interest of
bans now.
marginalized groups. Guess what that is? Banning people. And then you've got one of the council members categorizing and identifying people by their race, by their gender, and by their sexual orientation, and then categorizing in that way, and then speaking about them generally and broadly and in a stereotypical way. And meanwhile, the policies of this are explicitly towards moderating and banning people. This is clearly not a good way to go for Twitch.
No,
we should be promoting more.
Let me give you
discussion.
an example of how it could be actually positive. And Lumi brought up a great point when we talked about it. One I hadn't even considered on the last show, which was when, you know, for example, this whole mystique around, you know, when can you show a nipple or can't you? And for example, the sort of rule is if you're a dude and you're in the gym, like Knut, very healthy guy, and he's shirtless and lifting weights, we're okay with seeing a nipple there, or are we, or aren't we? And then obviously if it's somebody that's maybe, you know, throwing in a sneaky nip slip for the simps, we lose our fucking mind and we say it's not. Well, where do non-binary people fit into that paradigm?
Let's go back
to my problem because I'm getting my.
No, they did define it very well in the TOS. In the TOS, they said like people who are dressed as female should not show their boobies or something like that.
Female presenting, but that's so weird for me because right now I'm planning to get a breast reduction, gender confirming breast reduction. No, breast reduction. So I will still have a little breast tissue. At what point do I start becoming not female presenting? When do I become not female presenting? I don't understand. Is it when I have my breast reduction? Well, females get breast reduction. Is it when I'm on testosterone? Am I ever going to get on testosterone? Am I going to be microdosing?
Lumi,
I don't know.
Ask the council.
Okay, wait, lecture fan. The
Go ahead, Wes.
said, like the biggest
there
streamer.
is an instance of policy that would lead to fewer bans and make Twitch an easier landscape to negotiate by virtue of listening to those voices. That's my point.
Okay, so
very unlikely, highly.
Lecture fan, you keep talking about. First of all, sorry for the joke. I know it might have came out wrong. That's not what I intended. Shit joke. Okay, moving on. The point that you keep thinking that the council's going to like argue to like make bans. More people are getting banned. The biggest streamer.
Wingers, of course they are.
No, they're not. Listen to me, lecture fan. The biggest streamer on the on this council, Co-Carnage, who's bigger than almost all of you, almost as big as RAJJ, multiple thousands, like a huge fucking streamer, argued that it said that he's going to be pushing against stuff like that. He's not trying to put in new rules, new regulations. He's fighting against it. He doesn't want to see people get banned, and he's the biggest influencer there, and so therefore he's going to have the most influence. So that directly contradicts what you think's going to happen. He said that he's pushing against that.
Too, and he's
Zizzarin's the same way. He's totally against it. They're not all left liberals.
I think this, like, none of this matters and nothing's going to change. Like, this council.
Yeah, nothing's going to change at all. Let's be honest. The council's not going to mean a fucking thing.
No, I think it's great that we have this council. It's great that we have the council and that everybody can feel welcome on the platform, and that's probably the point of it from the beginning. And like, I hope that there are no hateful people, and if it turns out to be hateful people, I hope that they get removed from the council.
I feel like most of it was just like a rhetoric issue. Like, it's sometimes like when Alibra used to be on it, I always felt like you would throw out, say,
Alibra was on the council?
Like, you would throw that out like way too lightly, you know, and that's often.
What do you mean when he was on?
Even if
when he was on?
you know, validity, like, you know, what they're saying is.
Alibra, did you get removed off the council after that one comment?
I'm saying that, you know, the way she's saying it, the way she's approaching these issues, like, even if she has a point, she's saying it in such an offensive way that nobody's going to listen.
No one's gonna
That is, I would agree with that. I think that's fair to say. I want people to feel comfortable going to the council, and I do think that particular rhetoric, specifically singling out a group, I could understand why that would make people uncomfortable, certainly.
Lumi, I think you would be a much better person in her position. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah,
I
think
thinking about that.
100%.
You're like easy to talk to. You don't get triggered and like angry at people. You don't lash back. Which she's proven that it's happened, what, in one day?
You know what? After
announced?
calling her a troll, I don't think you should address her at all.
Who called?
I don't think it's entirely fair because I feel
said she
like
looked like a goblin.
That's.
Well,
why are you doing that, Wes? Wes, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
She assaulted
Why do you think
me.
this is appropriate? What? She assaulted
She said
you?
I called her a troll, not Lumi.
I assaulted you? Do you know the definition of assault?
The Cutie Cinderella copy said that I called her a troll. I was clarifying.
Cutie Cinderella copy, okay.
Okay, go ahead,
I
Lumi.
thought she was a Fleeksy copy.
So mean, Katie's her own person.
I've been around for like 2 years.
You don't even know her name, Candyland. Hey, and let's be honest, Kate, you've never been relevant. Move on. Go ahead, Lumi.
Yeah, I went on RAJJ 2 years
you're
ago.
upset. Wow, big surprise, dude. Go ahead and farm an LSF clip. You're angry. Wow, it's an angry girl. This is going to make a great clip, Cape, except I interrupted it.
Wes, final warning. I'm serious. I'm gonna take you off. I'm serious. Final warning.
You're a nasty person.
I am, but so are you.
You're a fucking nasty person, okay?
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry if I upset you. I apologize.
Aww.
Okay.
I just know that Lumi
let's-
isn't like defending herself, and I'm just not gonna let that slide. Okay?
Themself.
It's not okay.
Lumi, would you like to go ahead?
Do you disagree with what I said? That like,
No,
sometimes,
yeah, I was just gonna say that like I don't know how they chose or anything, but I kind of am glad that Steph is on there. But I also like I understand that some people are frustrated with some of her takes, are frustrated with some of her rhetoric, and I want people to feel safe. So that's where I stand. But thank you, Wes.
yeah.
I think that was a pretty nice compliment. Oh, the other thing I did want to say is I even get angry sometimes. So when people push your buttons enough, you get angry, you lash out. It happens. It happens to me. I get shitty with my chat and I feel bad later. It happens to all of us. So
Even the name of the panel shows that it's an SJW panel. A safety panel? That refers to safe spaces. This is a safe space.
Oh my
panel.
God, no, it doesn't.
If we look at how the coronavirus is going in the United States, you know the right wingers have nothing to do with safety. So that is true. That's a good point.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
You know what? If you were my husband, I would want you to be a safe place for me. So you say it.
To SJW.
Okay, so let's move on. We're going to vote, and we're going to move on. This topic has a lot of depth to it, of course. Go ahead and I need that straw poll. Chat, you're going to vote for who you want to keep, not kick, huh?
There's still a lot more to talk about.
Yeah, there's tons more to talk about.
Yeah.
We're just taking a break.
The question is,
I would like Annabelle to be. Wait,
will she be kicked from the panel?
Canute, we're not talking about that right now, okay?
Hey, Kate.
Let's try to take
I-
I'd like to talk about these topics more broadly without talking about her specifically because I think it brings up interesting conversation. We don't need to, you know. There's a lot of there's a lot of hate going around and all that shit. I don't want to contribute to any of that sort of stuff, okay?
And what you've got to remember as well is this is like those individual people are now being put into a new level of limelight, spotlight, whatever you want to call it, that they haven't been in before necessarily. A lot of these people, a lot of the people on the council aren't like huge streamers, probably aren't used to being a public figure, aren't used to having their past scrutinized to this degree. And while I think it's fair that it is scrutinized, I can also sympathize a little bit with Twitch kind of like just throwing them out. The internet's gonna get all up in your shit now. Enjoy.
Well, wouldn't it be smart for Twitch to explain, like, hey, we're about to make a big announcement with all your faces and names. People are going to know about you. Don't lash out and react so angrily.
Sure, but I think even if you counsel somebody to do that, let's be clear. A lot of the stuff that's gone against, this individual, it's not even stuff that they've said as a result of the backlash to the council.
Yes,
it's
it is.
Things that were it's not. It's already clips that were in their past.
Yeah, I think
anyway.
they were past clips. Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
I thought you said it wasn't things they said.
No, but people get hate for stuff we do in the past a lot.
Here's the deal. This is where we're gonna draw the line. Okay, you can disagree with the things, but let's not attack anybody for any identity in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so that's where we're drawing the
We
line
attack
today.
you for being a shit host. Is that an identity? I'm so sorry, Raj. I'm just kidding.
I think
Right where it hurts, Destiny. Right where it hurts.
It's because you have my
I
mic
think you're
turned
a
on.
great
Raj, it
host.
triggers
Too
me. That's
soon,
why I hate you so
Destiny.
much. I love you.
I
buddy.
wonder if Elebral has something to say about it. We haven't let him speak.
What up, bro? What's up?
Hey, Kate, I wanted to
Yes,
say
listen.
thank you. That was nice of you earlier.
Of course.
Alabro?
Alabro is watching Netflix.
Do we want to talk to me now?
All the time we want to talk to you, Elebral.
I'll
Stop
take
it.
over. I'll be the host now. Alabrel, it's your chance. There's voting happening, but ignore that. Go ahead, bud.
Sure, thanks, Bob. The only country that I'm familiar with in Europe that has laws about what you are and aren't allowed to say is Germany's anti-Nazi laws. Lecture fan, do you feel that we should go ahead and roll those laws back in Germany?
There's a lot of other
you can't burn
hate speech.
a European flag there, which you think is absurd, but
Well, just because we happen to have a very extreme protection to our freedom of speech doesn't mean that it's the only way to do things.
I definitely prefer the American model. Speaking as
I do as well, actually. I just,
Aren't there a bunch of laws though? Like, if you harass people, you can be fined though. Isn't that what we were talking about, Alabro?
Well, harassment and freedom of speech are separate issues, really. Harassment is about causing harm to a human being. It's not about what's being said specifically. But
There was
further, Richard, you try to frame this council as something that's supposed to be speaking for all of Twitch. It's an advisory council. 2 of the 5 points directly speak to safety and moderation and the interests of marginalized groups. The only way for those points to be driven home specifically is to center voices that aren't being centered otherwise.
Agreed.
The standard gamer, the edgy gamer trope, is already strongly voiced. It's already being advocated for by the capitalist structures of Twitch itself. The marginalized identities are the ones that need someone that are being pulled up by the corporate.
I agree.
I agree 100%.
I think I made that point.
Though,
but what I was saying was,
no,
I did make that point.
You completely
you can
said
you can watch the tape. What I said is, it shouldn't
that it's
preclude
supposed
me
to be
from feeling like I can approach somebody because of my identity.
No, you said that it was created to speak for all of Twitch. That's what you said specifically.
Yes, by definition.
It is not by definition. The definition
is it is
to
by
protect
definition.
the interests of marginalized
do a
people.
thought exercise,
By
Alabama. Do a thought exercise.
definition, it's been created.
Just back away from the asinine talking points to represent your little tribe.
You said by definition.
Listen, right.
Definition.
Yes.
Okay,
so let's do it. If you stop talking for just 1 second, let's do a thought exercise, Alabama. Is the Twitch and Safety Council there for everybody on Twitch? Yes or no?
No. That is not what it says in the founding
it says it will elevate marginalized groups. Is the Twitch and Safety Council there for everybody that uses Twitch? Yes or no? The answer is yes, by the way. I'll give you a clue.
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
No deal.
No, it's
yes
not.
Or no? Just say it, bro. Yes.
No, it isn't. Why would you need a
everybody,
safety
and
council for
therefore
fucking,
nobody
like,
should
straight
be
white guys on Twitch? Like,
nobody should be using language that excludes people. That's my only point.
That's not what the document says, Richard.
No, it literally
I think
says
that
that.
Knut would be a good representative.
Where
but
does
it will
it say
elevate.
that?
Elevating underrepresented groups.
That is not a word that is
remit.
in the
Twitch and Safety Council. It's there, the Twitch Safety Council is there for everybody. I don't understand. I don't understand what's so hard about this concept. Is it there for everybody? Yes
You're not speaking.
Is it there for everybody? Yes or no? That's the only question you need to answer. You still haven't answered the question. Is it there for everybody? Yes or no?
Oh,
it's not there for everybody. Okay, well there we go. So I mean, I don't know how I can take anything you say seriously because that's objectively false.
Well, he just said something else that was objectively false too.
Richard, logic is the strong side of everyone on this panel. We know that.
It says it's for everyone.
Okay, guys, we gotta move on to the next round. The polls in, Wes.
There are 5 very simple points that found this group. Which one of them says it's for everyone?
So drafting new policies and policy updates, that won't affect everybody, will it not?
It will affect everyone, absolutely.
So it will affect everyone. So it's for everyone.
Yes,
okay.
It's not about, no, that's not true.
Thanks for playing. Let's just leave it there,
no. Hold on. This is like
for everyone.
You look silly.
Laws that protect marginalized people aren't for
yes,
everyone.
That is one of its remits. That doesn't mean it doesn't. It only affects those
generally,
groups.
In America, specifically, a law that says you're not allowed to fire somebody for being black isn't for everyone.
Everyone has to abide by it. So
if you were to create a workplace company or like a workplace like group that was there to make it more handicap accessible, so people with wheelchairs, people or whatever, right? And you're like, oh, we're trying to make the workplace more inclusive for everyone. And then this is like you say, like, oh, so the people that are making the wheelchair ramps, that's going to be for everyone. That's impacting everyone. Well, kind of yes, but it's not created for that people, for that service like of every type of person. It's created for a specific group of people. We don't need a trust and safety council to help like white people on Twitch or straight people on Twitch. They're not experiencing like large spread fucking oppression on Twitch or whatever, or large spread problems on Twitch. So that's why you don't have those groups.
No, but
will it affect everybody? Yeah, sure, but that's not what they're created for.
Identifying okay, but listen, see, this is where that argument kind of falls down for the purpose of the Twitch Council. Identifying emerging trends that could impact the Twitch experience. That doesn't just apply to marginalized groups. Promoting healthy streaming and work-life balance habits. That doesn't just apply to marginalized groups. The Twitch Safety Council is there for everyone who streams on Twitch. I can't believe we're having an argument about it. It's silly.
I think that there should be someone on the council that has really good hearing for when someone says something that sounds like the N-word, for like when TF Blade said idiots, or like Pokimane said Anivia, like someone could put on the headphones.
But you know
and
what, they
figure out,
could
like,
They
did
can't
say
actually
it,
ban people. They're just there for their like opinions.
Okay,
That doesn't make sense.
Okay, the round's over. Wes, you won the round. You must choose between two people, Adriana Lee and Lecture Fan. Who's it got?
Adriana Lee, what do you think you provide to this cat? In your own words.
Look at her best.
Okay, that's enough.
I have a lot of points on the topics that are going to be discussed.
Which topics?
Definitely the child support topic. I have a lot of things to say about that.
Do you have a topic on child support? What's
Uh,
the topic?
I don't know if that's in my list, but
The reason I ask this is because Lecture Fan is Mr. Hot Takes, right? Everyone disagrees with most of what he says. I don't know, right? You remind me of like an American Candyland, which is great, but like, why do I need two Candyland?
Wow.
Really?
There's only one Candyland.
I
left, let's
mean,
be honest.
Candyland's actually talking. I don't know if I've heard Adriana talk at all.
That's true. She's on the path to intellectualism.
But she's gonna.
There's
she'll
a lot
learn.
of people who
It's hard
haven't
the first
talked in
time.
here. It's my first time.
Yeah, but they're not at the bottom. I can't choose between them.
You can't
can you
make
give
the
us-
excuse that it's your first time. Like
I can only
it's
choose
the
between you and
Raj
Lecture
Royale.
Fan. That's my only two choices.
Wes, I'll help you out. Ask for an original thought from both of them.
Lecture
On
Fan,
what?
give me
On
your
what
hottest
topic?
take. Same with you, Adriana.
Yeah, I've been wanting to say this for a second because Alabrel said that the only laws against free speech in Europe are the Nazi laws in Germany. That's completely bullshit. In the UK, they have online crimes of speech for offensive speech. Hundreds and hundreds of people have been arrested for Facebook posts in the UK. All you have to do is Google UK Facebook post arrest, and there's story after story after story. So that was either Alabrel straight up lying or being incredibly ignorant, not informed on the topic.
Okay, Adriana Lee.
It was you having selective hearing because I didn't say any such thing. I said the
Yeah, I
only
heard
ones
it.
I'm
I heard it too.
familiar with.
I think you said exactly that.
I heard it too. I heard it too. Oh my god, you said exactly that.
Wow. Adriana Lee, hottest
Yeah,
take.
I don't listen, so I have no clue.
It definitely depends, like, on like Facebook posts. You can get arrested for that either way, because like recently, yesterday actually, someone got arrested for death threatening Gretchen Whitmer, our governor, because of the coronavirus. That we have a stay-at-home order extended in Michigan because it's so bad in Michigan right now. It's like the third highest country for coronavirus right now, and people are death threatening our
That's
governor
not why
because
it's
they think
extended.
off.
It was extended for political reasons because she's a Democrat. She wants it to be Joe Biden's VP.
Yeah, because Michigan isn't third highest in deaths right now for coronavirus. We had 1,700.
He doesn't
deaths
believe the deaths are real.
yesterday.
He thinks they're all fake, by the way.
No, there's two
she's
reasons why
never
the
gonna be
deaths
a
are
choice of
overinflated. Dr.
All
Bush
right.
agrees
It's
with me.
scripted.
Wes, please make a
Fauci
choice.
himself, by the way, has come out and said that the deaths
Okay,
are probably
Adriana Lee,
underreported
I think
right
you're
now.
great,
Just
right? I think you're
Dr.
funny
Dr.
and witty
Birch
and
disagrees.
interesting. Same as Candyland. I can't let go of Lecture Fan. I think there's so many topics left that I have to watch the fire rise. Like, he's the gasoline. You know what I mean? I need that gasoline. Without gasoline, the car doesn't run. The car being the RAJJ Royale.
We need bad opinion guy. You know.
The new Primrose. I gotcha.
Wait, are you the new Primrose or is he?
Gee.
Oh, okay. I relate to that one.
No, Wes is the Savannah Sushi of this cast.
Oh my god, I miss her, dude.
I miss her too.
All right,
She was
Adriana
a
Lee,
wild
unfortunately, you've been eliminated from the show. Please go ahead and shout out your channel.
All right.
Candy, join the other room.
Adriana Lee with an H at the end of Adriana, and on Twitch. So.
Thank you for joining us, Adriana. Bye-bye
Thank
now.
you for having me.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good day.
All right, let's bring in Candyland. Let's move into the next part of the topic here. We're going to move into the Candy. Hello. So again, I don't want to talk specifically about the person who said this, but I think it brings up a interesting conversation. Okay, I mean, obviously, we'll try to avoid it, I suppose. So the term white cis male is thrown around a lot. We talked about it. We talked about it briefly, but I really want to dig into this a little bit. Essentially, people use the term white cis male to target people for being too blinded by privilege to fully understand issues that they're talking about. So I want to know, is there any truth to this at all? And then a second to that, is there, like, should people be punished for calling people this and, like, you know, isolating a group of people and generalizing them for what they are? So that's how we'll go with this. Whoever wants to
What
start.
about white guilt? Can we talk about white guilt, Raj?
Sure, if you
Yes,
want.
hold on. Yes, there is absolutely truth that that majority groups don't always see, like, different struggles that minority groups can have. But no, you probably shouldn't be out there blanket saying things like white cis male or whatever, because it instantly turns off every single person listening to you that doesn't already agree with everything you're saying. It's a really stupid way to address an audience.
Okay.
But it's reasonable to have bad rhetoric if everybody just hates you. I think that's like a real thing.
Yeah, I would say maybe within her community, if she has like a community that's focused on social justice and just noting like this group isn't understanding, and that's who I'm hearing a lot from, and it's frustrating because they are lacking that vision, like that view because of their privilege. However, I think addressing a larger community as she is now, I think that is a bit of a problem for sure.
It's not very easy. Wait, it's not very easy to get like someone's approval if you're coming at them in that way. So if she wants like everybody's approval, you shouldn't talk down on them. It's really the wrong way to go.
That was my point as well, because if this a person on a console like this is biased against one group of people, that's bad. That can everyone that can agree in it. They should be working for having better policies to protect their community or the whole community, not making it worse for another group of people.
I think Knut has a really strong point there. When the Freedom Riders tried to integrate the buses, I think it was really rude of them to be so mean about how they brought everything up. I think it was really inconsiderate that they didn't think about the white voices and the people that they were displacing from the front of the buses. And I think that that's really shitty of them, and we would have had an integrated society much sooner had they just been polite about what they were doing.
Hey man, that's why progress is hard, because the more passionate you are, like the more you're going to speak in ways that most people are going to agree with you. Because like you see that sometimes with even just like Hassan and Destiny when they used to argue on the Royale, Hassan would be more passionate, and Destiny doesn't really care. He just wants to be right. So therefore, Destiny had a little bit of the edge. That was good.
So the question I want to know is like, is it appropriate? Like, are Knut, you had a clip that you said about this. It was a clip that hit the top of our favorite live stream fail.
That was more baited by the live stream fail title a little bit, because it seemed like from that title that the white cis male, that's the enemy. And when I saw the clip a little bit later, it wasn't that bad, so it was taken a little bit.
I just think, as I said, and as we have now established, thankfully, the Safety Council is for everybody. The reality we definitely have.
Alabro, do you have a different opinion on that?
Need a healthy work-life balance.
Yes, an advisory council is to advocate for the voices that aren't already being advocated for.
Why can't they advocate for all of our voices?
They are being advocated for already, though.
That's one of the.
That's the funny thing.
But yeah, anyway, my point was just that it's not best practice. I don't think to assign, if you're a representative of anything publicly, I don't think it's great to start sort of putting people in, applying labels to them or putting them in pigeonholes. That being said, I don't think the term white cis male really does any harm.
I mean, if you wanted to, couldn't you research each council member and find something wrong with them? Like, I feel like they're just digging into this girl because she's different.
Easy target.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think she's an easy target. That's what I think. This is why I
opened the show by saying I feel deeply sorry for the people that have been put into this position, because it doesn't look like Twitch have. First of all, I don't think they've necessarily vetted them in the way that they perhaps should have, and by that I mean, If live stream fails can go through an old tweets and find things that are maybe potentially compromising, why haven't Twitch done that and maybe advise them to delete it? They can still select them, but equally as well, Twitch doesn't seem to be giving them any protection. They're kind of thrown out there to the wolves, and it's a new level of scrutiny. But equally, that doesn't. If you want this role, there's a responsibility that comes with it, and a few of them have fallen short of living up to that.
Well, to provide a counter, let's say, and I don't know her, but let's say she does have an issue, for sake of argument, that she has an issue with white cis males. My understanding is there are 2 white cis males that are on the council. So shouldn't they counterbalance that? So why are we so worried that one voice is going to outweigh everyone else's?
BJP are not worried about that. The point is just, how does this look when they're representing Twitch and talking bad about
If
another
we're
group
not
of people?
worried about it, then why are we focusing on it so
Because
fucking
she's
much?
the only divisive character on the
But guys,
council, right?
can we get off of this? Can we get off of this specifically? We keep coming back to it. I'm trying to talk about.
Are there any white people here that are afraid of being oppressed? Anybody besides?
No one is.
Every white person is so fucking
other
scared.
than
Yeah,
Then
tell
why-
me it doesn't suck to be
I'm sure
called
they're
like
not boots.
to have your opinion discounted by being called like a stupid white cis male. Like that.
No, but it's classic
on
fucking self-like
marginalized
behavior that like people like look at this
struggles
person and saying
is
like, oh
really
no,
fucking
she's like cis white
reasonable.
male. Meanwhile,
No,
like,
sure,
people are going
Destiny,
through
when
every single
you're
fucking clip that she's done over
Sure,
the past,
sure.
like, look at like Alice.
when
has
you're
a
being
little
insensitive
clip
to
of
like a
the grand
minority
person.
group and you wouldn't understand their struggle, I get that, right? But some people just use it as a fucking insult because you are that.
It's a
right? The
but
same way
literally
that
no one does that.
racist
You're
people
not
use
racist. You're not
that
racist. You're
as an
not racist.
insult
You're not
because
racist.
they're
You're not getting a medal for
racist.
this take. You're not getting a medal for this. No one gives a fuck. Nobody disagrees with you. But like people keep.
But I
saying-
thought people were just disagreeing. Like, yeah, we should be able to say whatever you want.
I'm sorry, hold on. Is anybody here saying we should be able to say white cis male as an insult to somebody over and over again? That's an effective way of communicating. No one is saying that. You're not
Oh,
racist.
okay.
No one cares. No one cares what you're
The
saying. Everybody
clip-
agrees. Okay. Like.
Go ahead,
The
Alan.
clip of hers that fucking exploded, where she talked about white cis males, was talking about white cis male voices trying to counter the lived experiences of marginalized people in voice chats. That's the only clip of hers that has exploded using that phrase. So that's the context in which we need to be discussing it, which is where
That
white
doesn't
cis
make it
male
okay.
is
doesn't make it okay.
literally
should-
what we just discussed is the correct context in which to be discussing the grouping of an individual. If
No.
your voice is not relevant to a discussion that's happening, it's important to point that out.
Can you
in
put your
case.
hand down?
No,
It
we
makes
should
me
have-
nervous, bro.
We should have the same standard for everybody. You don't categorize people by their race, identify them by their race, put them in a group, and then talk about them in general terms. If this was on the other foot and this was a different race or a different sexual
You're
identity, or a
literally
different
talking
gender,
about her
this would
by
be
her
hu-
identity
she'd be banned
and
already.
why she's so wrong for being
how do we get
those
back to her
identities.
again?
What the fuck are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Wait,
I think we should just like.
Alabro, hold on.
happened again, Rush?
Hold on, Alabro. I think you miss.
Can I frame it like this way? Is it reasonable for slaves back in the day to hate their slave owners? Is that reasonable? Would you think that like if they lash out?
Bob,
they-
what are you doing, man?
You're getting dangerous
Bob,
territory,
don't, Bob, that's
Not
enough.
anything
Bob,
with the
come on,
conversation
man.
at
God, you make
all.
my,
Like, you just say
give my
shit.
fucking.
Okay,
yes,
I think what Bob is getting at.
Do you
I think
have,
what
like, a
Bob is
Google
Go ahead,
Doc
Lumi.
with all
Lumi.
Yeah, don't take the bait on that one,
Save the day.
Lumi, please.
Oh, yeah, look.
Yeah. Just
him out
I
of the
think
hole,
what
Lumi.
Bob is trying to get at in a really, really super duper abrasive way is that there is a power dynamic, and we're trying to address that issue, right? So when trans people, or when women, or when a minority group is saying we get this much harassment in voice chat, and this is a problem, and we have people saying that's not a problem, she's just calling that out. And it's addressing that issue of your privilege is in the way of you seeing this. And it's frustrating to me because I'm trying to talk to you about serious issues and you aren't looking at it because you don't experience it. So please listen rather than doing this, and acknowledge that because you aren't in these groups, you aren't experiencing it personally.
Okay, white
That's
Christian
what
males
Bob
get the
is
worst
saying.
of it of anybody.
Gamers
That's
too.
what I'm
I
saying.
know.
Hold on, are you? Wait, hold on, lecture fan.
White Christian
Lecture-
males, gamers.
Wait, you hold on, lecture fan. You truly
I
believe
wanna hear this.
you believe that white Christians get the worst of it?
Okay, first of all, anybody that's seen Raj Royale, the last one or this one, knows that that's true. Second of all, what we're defending right here is somebody
The
saying
Raj Royale.
somebody saying white cis male and categorizing them, and somehow they're not getting attacked at all. Even
I'm
though
not-
they're
notice-
being-
No.
Notice-
Notice I also
Hold on, lecture fan. But are they
women,
attacking you for
trans
your?
people?
Lecture fan, do you think people disagreeing with your political takes means that they're attacking you? Is that what I'm hearing right now?
Like, are they lecture
Talking
fan?
about
how do you-
multiple groups there.
How do you get attacked for being white and Christian?
Yeah.
The question I have,
I might have attacked him a little bit for his religious beliefs, but I took
Exactly.
it back.
Well, religious bigotry is totally accepted on the left, and
But
so
I'm-
is calling people white as a bad way. Like You guys are defending somebody calling and categorizing somebody as white, and they did it with Joe Biden too.
But you know
Joe
what?
Biden's an old white guy. Screw him. Joe Biden's an old white guy. It happens all the time.
No, he's
on
just
that.
like an old dude who's like suffering through the throes of dementia. No one like shits on him for being
Racism
white.
goes both ways.
Oh boy, we got the galaxy brain take.
This is why I didn't kick you, lecture fan. You're a firecracker, baby. You're a spicy little bitch.
Did you just call him the C word? A fire
Okay.
what?
Okay, dude.
Did you just prove his point?
Okay, dude.
I did just. Yeah, see, exactly.
Sorry, dude. Fire popper. Fuck off.
Unreal.
You're a whizzlebang.
So much abuse in her.
So nobody disagrees that people shouldn't say those things, right?
Literally, no. I don't. Unless Alabral does. I don't think anybody else who disagrees. It's probably
Alabral, do you disagree? Like, do you think it's appropriate for people to generalize white cis men?
No, but that, like Luke
Like-
said, I feel like
Such
that's
a
not
large
the point
group
here.
that you can't even generalize.
Okay,
Well,
so it's
the point
okay.
is
Is that
more
I'm trying to get to the. I'm trying to get like if you were to be like all white cis men are racist, like would that be an okay statement to say?
No.
Alabral, I have a question for you. What about the statement all cops are bastards? You've said that a couple
Lumi Rue,
times.
go
I
ahead.
have said that, yeah.
You feel like that's a little overextensive?
No, it's a hyperbolic statement.
That's why it's a little fucked up,
intended-
isn't it? If I were to say like all
No.
white people are trash, I'd be a racist.
Cop is
You
an
can't-
occupation. Race and ethnicity are things you're born with. They're unchangeable. Two different things.
Okay,
I think they're
well,
both stupid,
fuck
but
off.
they're still
All right,
different.
cops
I
are
think it's super
essential.
stupid.
So, what are you
Lumi,
gonna say that all
hold on,
cops
Wes,
abandon
quiet.
their profession?
Wes, quiet.
I think
Lumi,
ACAB is dumb. I don't agree. I'm just
Destiny,
saying that-
quiet.
Go ahead, Lumi. Sorry.
Lumi, go ahead.
I don't even remember what I was gonna go
You
into.
said you really wanted to go in. You had your hand up.
Okay, I had two things. One was specific to your question, which I was just again clarifying that I think it's fine to point out why white, cis, etc. when we're specifically talking about the oppression that group is facing, and that this particular privilege might make it more difficult for them to see, right? And we're not assuming that every person within that group doesn't see that. But
But you're
that
using
generally
race to judge them.
No, not to judge them necessarily. Just acknowledge like, hey, you don't have this experience necessarily. So maybe give us a moment to talk about it. And if you're gonna like be speaking over a woman and saying, well, no, you don't experience this. It's kind of weird, right? Like when guys talk about their experiences with, I don't know, breakups and how breakups are more difficult for guys. Maybe I shouldn't be fucking talking over guys and their experiences, because it is true. Like guys do typically, broadly speaking, have more issues with breakups because they have less social support for that, generally speaking, right? So I feel like when you're addressing an issue that a particular group is dealing with and another group is speaking over them, maybe it's time to say, like, hey, I understand, but because you're part of this group and you're not necessarily seeing it and we're trying to show this issue, maybe just give us a minute to handle it.
Like,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
you can distill this just down to a very basic thought exercise. And what I've come to realize about you, it's one of the reasons why I like you being on the show, is in the same way Bob is, like, you're playing a character, like, and it's fine. Like, I totally get what you're doing. But
Wait, what?
Wait, who is?
Lumi Rue's a character?
No, lecture fan I'm talking.
No, I don't think so.
Richard.
No, he's not.
No, Lumi, I'd never say anything bad about
No,
you.
lecture fan is himself. He's himself.
The problem is
lecture
fan's character.
That's why he
inundates his entire life, whereas Bob's character is obvious to everyone.
No,
yeah,
listen,
but lecture fan,
I'm
we
the
can
first
distill
ever
this
me
down
the
to a
first
basic
time.
thought
I just
exercise.
want to brag. I think that I'm the first person to make jokes and not hate women to ever be on Raj. I'm the first person to do it. I'm making jokes, not hating women, and I think you guys should applaud me for that. I think I'm.
Yeah. What do you
Yeah,
mean
you know,
making
you
jokes,
did
not
a great
hating
job.
women?
Okay, Richard, hit me. How do
What
we
about when
here's
you
what-
called me
here's what I'm saying. So
flat-chested,
lecture fan, right?
Bob? What about
Bob,
that?
do you believe a white
literally did.
American and a black
You
American has a
did.
different living experience?
Well, wait, Katie
Hold on.
doesn't hate you
Hold
if
on.
you did do that, right?
Katie, he didn't call you flat-chested.
Yes, he did.
He may have implied it or something like that, but I don't think the implication doesn't mean he said it, right? Did you say it? Is that what you meant?
I did not call you flat
He
chested.
basically said girls that don't have big boobs should show more thighs. That's what he said.
That is not what I said.
Oh man!
Yeah, you did.
Canute, careful. Canute, Wes, careful. You guys are on thin ice.
Bob, how long have you been a sub to train wrecks? Holy shit, man!
Bob,
Don't say you're like not hating women when you say shit like that, Bob.
Bob, could you clarify your position?
Yeah, I literally said it's a thigh metagame right now, as in girls back up their chair that shows thighs, and thighs are hot, man.
No,
That's what I said.
yeah, but you said that because you're like, Katie, because you don't have a lot going up here.
No.
You should show your thigh. Yes, you did. Yes, you
man,
fucking did. Bob, don't fucking lie, okay?
I'm not lying.
I'm not stupid.
Okay,
Kate, you're
Bob-
gaslighting.
Kate,
Bob, you're gaslighting. One of you is a fucking gaslighter.
No. I saw that clip. I've seen this, and Kate is actually 100% correct in this.
Bob, you're gaslighting.
Thank you, Canute.
Bob, you're
Thank you.
gaslighting. You're a gaslighter, Bob.
Apologize, Bob.
You're the worst,
Apologize.
Bob. We've exposed you. You've made this whole character on respecting women, and now there's a clip that you don't respect them, you son of a bitch. Bob, what do you have to say for yourself?
Bob, you can save yourself. You just talk about Canute's thighs right now. Save yourself. Just talk about Canute's thighs.
I
Oh, here,
think
Mike, Bob.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, lecture fan, right? Do you think that
Hold on,
white American
Richard,
Do you
and
want me
black
to say
American
like
have
this?
Kate,
different
shut up, Kate! Go ahead, Richard.
Do you think a white American and a black American have different living experiences?
I honestly do not think of it that way. And respond
Okay,
to what
let's
Lily
try
said
another
about
one then.
people
Do you
talking
think-
over each other. I don't think it's okay to talk over people regardless. And I think of people as individuals. I think poor white people
Cool.
in the
No,
United States have had
but that
bad
wasn't the
experiences. I
question.
think poor black people have had bad experiences. Everybody's an individual.
Right, okay,
Everybody's
okay,
different.
okay,
You
but
can't
do you believe-
categorize
do
them
you
by
believe
race.
They have different
Lecture. Oh.
experiences.
Well, yeah, everybody has
They're all
different.
different.
Candyman, quiet.
Right.
It's between Richard
There
and
we are
lecture
then.
fan.
That's all you need to know. And what
But it's based on individualism, not the person's race.
Well, but
It has
isn't, though, is
nothing.
it? Because of the
Black
because of
people
the
are
history of the
treated
country, the
differently
cultural
based on
context.
how they are individually, and it has nothing to do with their skin color.
Liberal, quiet. It's between Richard and lecture fan.
Candy,
glad you
Candyland,
can tell us
quiet.
apart.
I'm
Let's go.
participating in the
Raj,
Raj Royale.
I have
was
some
all
good news,
doing
Raj.
that.
It's the
Lecture
Constitution
fan,
Day of
seriously.
Norway. Let's
Do
see
you
some
think
Norwegian
that
flag.
black
Shut
people
up,
are
Alabama.
not treated in any way different
Canute,
because
quiet.
of their skin color?
No,
It's a
Alabama-
very
Canute,
simple-
quiet, Canute.
Alabama, name one.
Wes,
Name
quiet,
one what?
quiet.
Name one.
Hold on.
Oh, I see
Wes,
what you're doing.
Wes,
there.
quiet. Alabrel, ask your question to lecture fan.
Do you think that black people are never treated differently because of their skin color in America?
I think sometimes a person, an individual, is treated differently based on their skin color, and that's horrible, and that happens to everybody.
And you think that the race of black people are never treated differently because of their skin color?
Individuals
In America?
are. I don't
How
like
about
the, I don't
everyone
like
collectively?
Not everybody's the same. Not everybody that's one skin color is the same. That's what I reject. I reject that notion.
Good thing nobody has ever said that in the history of all of political
no one
arguments.
agrees with
No one has
that.
ever said everybody of a skin color is the same. You literally just said
My
some individuals are
understanding-
treated differently because of their skin color. Skin color is a property that belongs to groups of people. So you just said, like by fucking properties of math, that a group of people are treated differently. I don't know why you can't just agree with that concept.
Lecture, do you have a
So,
mathematics degree?
It sounds like
Yes.
Let Lumi go. Go.
He died.
Just
it
scream.
sounds like the issue with lecture fan here is that he is like he's seeing it as like, oh, someone shouts the N-word or someone individually is racist. He's not seeing it as a system and something that regularly happens, which is just really that's my whole like thing. It's like you are very focused on, well, the individuals are different. I understand, but that doesn't change the fact that if you're black, you're more likely to be shot by the cops, or if you're black, you're more likely to be in poverty. You are more likely to be born with less wealth. You're less likely to, there are a lot of systemic problems that doesn't go into.
I get that.
How can we address those issues?
I understand the statistics. I know that there are statistics out there that say that. I'm saying the way that you address it is if you address it as cops killing unarmed people or cops killing without talking about race. Like anytime a cop kills somebody improperly, that's wrong. We should fight against it regardless of the race. If a cop kills somebody in a bad way, that's bad regardless of the race. This obsession about racializing everything is what I don't like.
Yeah,
So I absolutely.
Black people probably don't like it either.
So,
Lumi, go ahead. Lumi, respond.
Can I get in?
Lumi, respond.
So I hear you, and I entirely agree that we need to deal with police shooting anyone. But the problem is why is it disproportionately black people? Part of that is our stereotypes as a society of black people and our implicit biases. When black kids are getting shot for playing, that's a problem, and then being characterized as older than they are. We have to address race as well. on top of the police shootings. So it's like there's another issue that you just kind of want to ignore and say, well, this is a problem for everyone. Absolutely, it is a problem for everyone, but someone is disproportionately affected by implicit biases and a lot of other issues within the system. So let's acknowledge that and
I just don't see what good that does other than cause division. I mean, that there's
it
really
doesn't
no
have to cause division.
The division already exists.
How are you causing division by saying, hey, we have to humanize black people?
You're
and
causing
get rid of
division.
Those implicit biases.
You're causing division because you're taking an issue that affects everybody, maybe not equally, but it does affect everybody, and it's an issue that we can solve without racializing it, and then you're making it a race issue, dividing the country up into races, categorizing people, and then pitting them against each other. That causes division.
You know what?
What happened when we pulled black people over as slaves, right? Like, it was categorized this way already, and that's what I feel like you're missing. Is it is a history of us categorizing people this way, and we were already so intensely segregated that that's why we're having these problems, right? It is already there, and so you're basically arguing, well, let's ignore it and address it as a general issue, even though they're disproportionately affected, because you talking about the issue, you talking about this is why we are divided. No, it's already divided. And you're not letting us talk about it. You're saying, well, you're attacking white people. No, you're saying you're attacking white people by addressing this issue when we're just saying maybe we need to censure black voices and let them speak. And yeah, sometimes they might say, well, this is part of something that white people don't see. And you're saying, no, don't categorize white people like this. But we're already categorized and we're trying to get... No, I'm not.
You're changing it from what we were talking about earlier, which is the statement about white cis males. Now you're talking about something different.
Wait,
well, that's because it's the same concept, right? Black people are put in this hierarchy where they have less wealth. They are more likely to be shot by the police. There's like a lot of issues that black people are facing. And so to handle that, we're talking about the issues that black people face. So that might be coming up why black people say white people, why trans people might say
but
cis
not
people.
Not all black people face the same issues, and that's too
true.
broad
That's
of a
called
reasoning.
Intersectionality. Yeah.
Is my mic
totally.
okay?
Yeah, sounds great, Bob.
You know what?
Yes. A joke or something?
Next, can I say something? Okay,
No, I'm not looking at
Yes,
you.
and for the record, Destiny, your volume's at 200%.
I'm not complaining about anything.
This
you
is a
were.
pretty,
You complained. You whined about it
deep
earlier.
Conversation. Me, the professional comedian, I'd like to interject with a
You're
quick
not a
joke.
professional comedian. You suck. That's what
I'm
you do.
paid for it. Okay, listen.
Can I say what I was supposed to say?
Yeah,
Can
go
I
ahead,
tell my joke real
Candyland.
quick?
Shut up, Wes. Go ahead, Kenny.
Okay,
Good
lecture
joke.
fan, I have an advice for you. It's not a joke, okay? I have
I
an
have a
advice for
good
you,
joke.
lecture fan.
I don't want to hear
I have
your
an
joke.
advice for you. I have an advice for you, lecture fan. Next time you get a question like that from Richard, you say, "Don't ask such nasty questions." I've learned from American TV.
Now that was a good joke, Wes. Learn from that.
Tell my joke now.
Fucking true.
Good job, Candyland. You really are on your path.
That was a good joke. See, Wes, take notes from Candyland.
I can tell a good joke. Listen.
Because let me tell you, that joke that Candyland said won't be on the front page of the New York Times, Wes. Take notes.
Wow,
that's a good joke. Go ahead, Wes.
New York Times. Okay, a woman in labor suddenly shouted.
No, Wes, I don't want to hear a joke. You're not going to tell another joke. You've lost joke privileges.
It's a great joke.
No, you're terrible. You mistimed it. You don't know your audience. Okay.
I wrote this one though. This one's.
I know it's bad. Okay.
Friendly.
We're not telling a joke anymore. Okay. You lost your joke privileges. All right.
When do I get it back? Am I in timeout?
DM it to me, Wes. DM it to me.
So let's take a vote. We got to vote. We got to vote for who you want to keep, not kick. All right? Keep, not kick. I got
BJP likes this. This is dad humor.
This is not bad, right?
This is a dad humor. Come on, BJP, tell the joke.
It's not bad. All right, tell
the joke.
BJP, tell the joke.
I'll approve. Go ahead, Wes.
All right, go tell the joke, Wes.
A woman in labor suddenly shouted, "Shouldn't, wouldn't, couldn't, didn't, can't." "Don't worry," said the doctor. "Those are just contractions."
I don't understand.
Speaking of which,
Well,
I
at
need to
least
ask
you're not
Lecture
getting
Fan,
arrested
and
for
I'm not
hate
trying to
crime.
troll. I'm asking a serious question. Two things about the the banners, I guess you call those behind you on the wall. Two things about those. One, why is there a comma in join or die? And secondly, speaking of contractions,
I've got to
why is
pee,
there an
BJP,
apostrophe
so
in
take
don't
over.
tread on me?
Ooh, both good questions. I would have to chalk it up to 18th century English.
Gotcha. Okay, just wondering.
You know, it says join or die because it's
Join or die.
I just want to point out that I think it's really funny that that Lecture Fan won't acknowledge that black people have issues because that would be grouping people in quite divisions, but he did acknowledge that like white Christians have issues. I think that's an interesting difference in perspective.
Because he only recognizes the issues that he faces.
Got me.
Well, why can white Christians have issues, but black people don't have issues? Are all white Christians the same person?
There are a lot of white Christians that are doing all right.
I think this is a really important question to address, Lecture Fan. Why are you unwilling to answer it?
No, the way I would respond to that is that I was using that phrase as a way to illustrate the absurdity of the other position.
Bullshit artist.
Lecture Fan, I think
illustrating absurdity.
Lecture Fan, listen. Lecture Fan, I think
you were talking about white male Christians as nonsense. That's what you're.
I was saying I reject this notion of doing this, but if we're gonna do it, this is really also a problem.
So you don't believe that white people or white Christians are oppressed in the U.S. Then you don't believe that?
No, I don't.
Oh, cool.
Look, everybody
okay, then we agree. All right, go ahead and vote chat for who you want to keep, not kick.
A character. Look at him laughing. He knows. Like,
keep, not kick. Keep, not kick. Vote in the straw poll.
To play to an audience. This is what I mean. This is what I've come to realize about you. At first, I wasn't so sure. Now I know exactly what you're doing. I don't even think. I wouldn't even call it grifting in your case, because I think on some sort, like, you're not like Mike from whatever the fuck, but on some level, you actually know that you hold these dual positions and there's no logical consistency.
Richard, can we be honest? Grifting
is
kind of
naturally? Are you saying it happens naturally, or it's like intentionally like deceptive, or it's just naturally happening?
Intentional. I think everything. The whole pageantry with the flags in the background. Like I look at Bob as a guy who comes on and is like a character, and I look at you and I think of you in the exact same.
What is that? What is being a character?
Yeah, like he has the flags up, like he's just trying really hard.
No, your character is that you betray your own moral obligations, right? You said you love women and you respect them and you never have disrespect them.
Yes,
we have proof that you've disrespected them, you sexist pig.
Bob. Is doing jokes make someone a character?
I'm a Kate sub, by the way. 12 months.
Hey!
Can I say, Bob, that the floating shelf in your background is very tasteful?
Thanks. I just moved into a new place.
Thank you, Alabrel. Guys, vote in the straw poll who you want to keep, not kick. Okay, the poll's in there.
Why isn't there anything on the shelf?
Vote.
I just think Bob Seven's a habitual liar.
No,
that's all.
I've been in a deep fucking YouTube hole of carpentry videos, and I've got such a huge hard-on for floating shelves right now.
What?
Hell yeah.
Richard, I actually am curious. Like, what is your definition of a character, though? Because like a lot of times, like I'll shitpost, I'll do jokes, but like I make sure my jokes aren't harmful.
So you
I'll give my real opinion sometimes.
You have a clearly comedic persona where, kind of in line with like a Sacha Baron Cohen thing, where you'll deliberately ask an awkward question, and the comedy comes from the reaction to the awkward question because you always frame it in such a way that people aren't sure if you're being serious or not. I can tell when you're being serious and when you aren't. The problem you're going to run into long-term, Bob, is that sometimes you make serious points and it's the real you talking, not the persona you've adopted.
Yeah, I try and make it very obvious.
Yeah, but
it's not obvious to Twitch chat.
Yeah, you're too dry,
actually. To a lot of
it's
people,
hard to read.
Especially in the audience, it isn't.
Twitch chat has no fucking idea.
I feel like it just...
Bob, you're a high-level comedian. You're like a tier 7 wizard, and I'm like
the first time we met, Bob.
I guess I just have faith in Twitch chat. When I say something really dumb, it's just like, oh yeah, he's saying something dumb right here.
Like, you think Twitch chat is dumb, so they relate to your
guys. The poll. Hold on.
We live in a time where the president of the United States is talking about injecting bleach into your fucking veins. Like you can't say like, oh, it's dumb. Obviously, people know that it's a troll or whatever. Like nobody knows.
Has anyone tried it and died? Like, did Trump kill anyone because of that statement? There have to be some Trump supporters that tried it.
22 people from hydroxychloroquine.
What's halal?
He basically talked about a potential cure, and a lot of people took it stupidly.
The wife is being investigated for suspected attempted murder. Yeah. Go read up on what happened in the aftermath.
I can't read.
Okay, hold on. It's time. Destiny, you won the last round. You must decide who you're going to kick off. It's between Kate and Alabrel.
Oh God. All right, give me your arguments, Alabrel. Why do you want to stay here?
Because I was invited to be here to participate, and I have things to say on myriad topics.
What topic are you most excited to talk about today?
Well, he doesn't know all the topics.
Yeah,
Nobody
I don't
knows
know
the
all of
topics.
them.
We're gonna get back into. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. Okay, I don't really. I'm looking here.
All right, Kaid or whatever. Katie, what are you excited to be here for?
I mean, I'm kind of interested in all the topics just as a whole, but honestly, Alabrel hasn't been talking much, and I've kind of been engaged and making sure that I give my point of view across, and he hasn't until like we kind of pulled it out of him, and I just don't know if that's good for a podcast.
I'm really scared. I don't know what to do. Raj, you got the least votes.
Kate.
Okay, by how many?
By 50.
Wow.
What's that in a percentage?
No.
About 3%. 3 to 5%.
Why does that matter?
Usually 10. 10%.
Well, because at the bottom,
I'm a baby and I don't want to choose. There's nobody who got the least number of
50
votes.
could be a margin of double at the bottom.
Oh God. Okay, so the problem is Katie was right, and that she's been contributing. Albert has as much, but the problem is if I choose Katie, people are gonna call me a simp. So I'm weighing these two things in my head.
Well,
right now.
we're gonna talk.
You would be afraid of
brave.
that. I can see your
Don't
Hey, but
hate
apparently
the
being a simp
caller.
nowadays
Come
is
on.
like, you know, they're protecting them, so. Nobody
What?
can spam that simp emote. Just saying.
Oh, that's true. What, Raj? What were you gonna say?
I don't know, Destiny. It's your decision, of course. I would never script
Did you have
anything like
something-
this.
Check your DMs.
All right, hold on.
Blink twice.
Hold on. Let me tab over. Destiny, I've got exciting topics planned for Albert later. You're gonna have to kick Katie now. Okay. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah. Katie's gone then. Sorry.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, Katie. It's just what the script says.
Right!
I'm sorry. It's just what the script calls for. What can I say? I mean, you know what? You got to follow the script at the end of the day. Okay. All right, Katie, thank you so much for joining us on the ROYALE podcast. Go ahead and shout out your channel.
Yeah, twitch.tv/KAITE.
Katie, we look forward to seeing you. You'll be on the next RAJJ or something. You know what, Katie? Do you think chat? What do you think?
Interrupted her link, Raj.
Oh, Alabro, you shut up. All right, I'll script you out next round if you keep talking that way. Okay.
Script's already written, motherfucker.
All
I'm
right.
going to round 4.
Okay. All right. Okay. Katie, thank you so much. Twitch.tv/Katie. Maybe one day you'll get a RAJJ.
I just want to find love, Raj.
Well,
You know.
oh, that's so sweet.
Hey, Raj.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
Waz,
I
don't
don't
say
be
anything.
nicer.
Don't ruin
I
this
put on
moment.
40 pounds this quarantine.
Just like
I was
a
wondering if I
little
could get a
bit
Raj Schiller.
Hell
I'm
no.
about moon
What?
size.
Why can't I be myself
I'm
and find
massive now.
someone?
You can be
Because
yourself.
like if you're a really mean person and then yourself, then like people aren't
I
gonna
think
like
you're
it.
a mean person, Bob. How about that?
I think you're beautiful.
Actually,
and I
Katie,
think
you were
that,
that's
the
much
best
less
thing about
mean
you.
today. So thank you. That was great. Go ahead and shout
Why do you
out
think
your
I
channel, Katie, one more time, and then
Yeah.
leave. I guess.
Raj, I hate
Christ.
you sometimes. Twitch.tv/Katie, KITE. Don't spell it wrong. Don't be stupid.
Yeah, I didn't mean
Why
it.
did you spell your name that way? Can you explain to the audience?
Because my real name is Caitlin, and that's like the beginning part of it. So it's just like cut my name in half.
That's not how
Thank
to
you,
speak.
Katie.
This looks like Kate.
Bye.
Yeah,
Thank you
it
for
is-
coming.
Oh, you're gone. Goodbye.
I didn't mean
Wes,
to.
you suck. You're fucking stupid.
Okay. All right. Call somebody ugly, please.
Slander?
Right at the end there, where
I have a degree in criminology.
Oh God. I just was wondering if she was going to call somebody ugly.
I think that everyone here is very beautiful. That's
Oh,
me,
good.
Mr.
Hey,
Bob,
hey.
you are pandering your ass off because
Hey, guys, hold on. Normies Ree got on Reddit, and it's scripted, folks. Let me tell you, he read out the script live. It's on Reddit. Make sure you're there, folks. You don't want to miss out on this next new drama from Normies fucking Ree. Oh, God.
Wow, are you okay?
Stupid fuck.
Just for the
What a
record,
stupid
legal
fuck.
did not review today's script.
What a stupid fuck. All right,
Why
anyway.
are you angry at some guy that's just
Because
able
he's
to
just a
faster?
fucking... All right, anyway. I'm
Wow.
done. Okay.
I'm pretty sure Normie 3 is a girl.
Oh,
It's
really?
multiple
Rush.
people that run the account, 100%.
Normie
Okay.
3 made you rush. He made you famous.
I know. Normie's Ree is just getting under my skin today. That son of a gun. All right, okay. All right, let's move into the next
A lot of
topic.
Feelings about Reddit.
I have very strong feelings, okay? This is an interesting topic. We're probably going to get back to the other topics that we're talking about, but recently there's been discussion on calling somebody a Karen as being a slur, okay? People are saying it's a slur. And I'm not saying everybody, these are some people on Twitter are suggesting that it's a woman-hating and based on class prejudice.
Can you explain?
So let me explain. Let me explain. For those of you who aren't familiar,
racial too, Raj. Yeah.
So for those of you,
yeah, it's white women.
Yeah, white women. That's what I'm saying. I was about to explain that. So no, for those of you who aren't familiar with the word Karen, it's usually to describe, basically it describes this fictional character of a middle-aged white woman who has, maybe old enough to have a few children, who is that one that's like screaming to the manager.
Wants to talk to the manager.
Exactly. The one that's trying to talk to the manager, right? And so people will usually use this word to describe people when you're complaining or whatever as being a Karen. And so people have taken this and they think that they think that Karen is a slur, and they're
Stop saying it, dude.
Excuse me.
They
think it's just. Would you let me explain myself, please? Shut up!
But I just want to say the
Shut up!
You saying the word.
Rob, you have to let Bob speak. Come on.
I'm trying to explain it, and then you can talk, Bob.
It's urgent. It's urgent. It's because the implication of you using.
Let me go first.
Hold on, we lost audio for a second. I slammed my microphone I spiked it like a football again. All right.
Hey, let me go first.
No.
Is it allowed to say?
Please let me go first.
No, you're not. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Okay? I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. Once I get through with it, I'll talk. I'm gonna lose my mind. Keep it together.
I bet there's
keep it
already
together.
a clip of this.
Rush, you sound like a
on Reddit right now.
Oh, God. Okay, all right.
You want to talk to the manager of this podcast, Rush?
Okay, so anyways, as I was saying, all right, it's used, basically that's the definition. It's used to describe people who generally complain to the manager or whatnot. They call those people Karens. Okay, now I'm finished. Now you can go, Bob.
I think you. I would have preferred K word, but that was all I was trying to say.
That's a real Karen move.
Oh, great.
Bob.
Go ahead, Wes.
Okay. So, do you remember a month ago when a whole bunch of middle-aged white dudes started posting on Facebook and Twitter that the word boomer was a slur and offensive? All right, listen, follow me here, guys. No one gave a shit. We're like, Keck W, shut up, boomer. This is the same thing, except it's the wives of those 40-year-old white dudes. It's the 40-year-old white women now who are pissed when they're called Karen, so they're shit posting, trying to get some feels good and everyone gets some attention, and no one's gonna give a shit about this either next week. And then a month from now, 20-year-old kids, the kids of that couple, will be posting that Zoomer's a slur, and then we'll have the same argument a month from now in the next RAJJ Royale.
That's
Five head.
Okay, does anybody else have any other productive thing to say about this? Go ahead, Destiny.
I'm going to piggyback on Wes.
Oh,
just a little bit.
Yeah.
I do agree that people have been called millennials. There have been all sorts of generalizations being made. Millennials, boomers, whatever you want to say. So this one's a little different because it has a picture to it, and it is not just an age. It is a gender and a race as well. So while I'm not saying I agree, but I understand where this one goes a little bit further than the others.
So I think it's fair. I think it's fair to take issue with it. If you're in the realm of saying we probably shouldn't use gendered insults or slurs or whatever, if I see a black person robbing something, I'm not gonna call him a Tyrone because people would obviously have issues with that. Probably calling women fucking Karens and shit is probably a little bit sexist. It's got some weird undertones. Probably just shouldn't do it. You can try to make really.
But what if
for me, there's two things going on, right? And that is, I think the first thing is there's definitely a clamor for sort of the cultural capital of victimhood, like boomers, like old white dudes saying, "Oh God, don't call us boomers." Like, shut the fuck up. What are you even talking about? And I see a lot of that with this Karen thing as well. But what I'll also add is that when you look at whether or not something should be considered a slur, it's what is the basis for that slur? Well, the basis of being isn't this is just something women do. There's probably an equivalent term for guys. I just wouldn't know what it is.
But there's not really. That's the whole point, right?
I'm sure there would be if we got into
Tony,
the weeds.
You're such a fucking
Tony. This, so I don't have it prepared. But the quality you're honing in on is the fact that you're being an absolute cunt. to someone usually in a subservient job just because you want to have a fucking power fantasy. I think
but the embodiment of that has become like
perfectly
middle-aged white
valid
woman
to fucking
right?
call out. And by the way, just in case anyone, because there's Americans watching, obviously, when I use the term cunt, it comes from the British place. Cunt isn't a gendered insult. So
what's a British place?
Well, Britain.
It's
also a word for
similar to
vagina.
the bad place from the TV show.
So for me, if you're the insult Karen doesn't call out, God, aren't white women insufferable? It says, isn't this type of behavior insufferable? I think that's perfectly fair.
True.
Okay, so
Did you just stand up that boomer
Karen
girl?
is typically
Oh, yeah, you did.
used.
Never mind.
Karen is typically. It's not only the embodiment of like how they describe it is a middle-aged woman, but like they could call me a Karen for doing an action, right? So that's
Okay,
like,
but that's like saying you could call somebody.
well,
you
of
could call
course, yes, I
anybody
know, but I was
N-word.
just clarifying
Okay,
that.
like-
I was just exactly.
Well, we do that with boomer, right? Like I say, I'm having a boomer moment because I'm fucking something up on my stream, and everyone knows what that means. You're being a Karen means you're harassing a worker. You're having a power trip that's hurting someone that's in some way, like they're a lower paid worker, or maybe you're calling the cops on a black person or something.
What?
Yeah, but the embodiment of it is like a
Karen?
middle-aged white woman's picture. Like that's like literally the embodiment of like what it means to be a Karen, which is probably not the way to go if you're like finding slurs for things, right?
Well, I think that
I just think
I
all the
that-
words. Go ahead, Candy.
Yeah, I think that the
Go ahead.
Karen meme
You're looking
is
great.
super. Thank you. Okay, I think shut up, Bess. I think the Karen meme is super funny, and I think we all have met a Karen in real life. I really think so. I don't think it's like insulting or any way. Like it's like laughing at my what's it called, like mother-in-law. Yeah, but no, not mother-in-law. My sister's husband's mother. Whatever.
So you think it's okay?
Well, I think it's funny. Like it's like, haha, like she sent her food back. That's pretty funny. Like she's such a Karen. I think it's funny. You know.
Candy, I've been wondering.
I mean,
since
I've had.
Okay.
I think all the words are pretty bad because, like, me personally, like, I feel like people will call me Chad and make a lot of assumptions about me that like aren't true, man. Like, I do treat women well. I don't pump and dump. I don't do one night stands. I try and do long-term relationships.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
it's
a good
humor.
guy.
It's humor. Like the Shad thing is a humor. Like calling me like a e-thought, it's humor. I think like whatever. Like I think it's used. No, it's humor. Like the Karen thing is just humor. Can we use? Can we?
So are you
please
okay
have-
with
Well, but like the problem is that like
Please have
every
this one.
argument you guys are giving, I could say for like the same like, oh wow, you're being so Jewish. Well, when I say Jewish, I just mean you're being like frugal or cheap. Not like there's anything bad about Jewish people. Like it's just like a really weird like, why would you go that road? In
Are
terms of
you
like having like
comparing
actually be
Karen
funny.
to Jewish?
Yes, that was the point. Yes.
Why? That's
Yeah, but
really
Because of
different.
exactly what I just said.
Isn't the issue with that it's predicated on an immutable quality stereotype? But when we talk about Karen, not all white women are associated with this type of behavior.
And not all Jews are
It's the-
cheap.
Yeah.
It's the exact
No,
same
but that's what I'm
argument, right?
saying. But
It's
being
not about
Jewish,
what they look
being
like.
Jewish
It's
is
how
an
they act.
ethnicity.
No,
and
no,
a
hold on,
religion.
guys. The Karen thing is absolutely. They even talk about like the Karen haircut is like the Bob Weave or whatever the fuck thing. Like,
Yeah,
of
you
course,
don't have
it's
to have that
absolutely
haircut.
such-
It's not an immutable quality.
And you don't have to be Jewish to be Jewing somebody. Like you can make all
No,
these
I
same
know, but-
arguments for any other number of slurs.
No, but
Wait,
but what I'm
Destiny,
saying
why
is
would you
that
use the verb
it
in the first
having-
place?
It having its root in from an ethnic group would make it an unacceptable slur. The root of Karen is the behavior, not the ethnicity of the person engaging.
Yeah.
in
It's
said behavior.
absolutely
I don't
tied to
completely
the
agree with
physical
that.
appearance. If you don't agree with that, you're either dishonest or you just don't know the origin of the meme. Like
Well, the
Reddit has
only-
had like a huge meme where it's like every woman that comes in with this haircut is always going to be a massive fucking cunt. And then like,
Yeah.
oh, now these are Karens, and that's evolved to like it definitely has its
You
roots.
know what?
And
The
making fun of a
haircut-
particular type of person who looks a particular type of way. Like everybody knows this.
Yeah, the haircut is a little bit too much. I think that's where we're drawing. We don't need to like joke about the haircut, but everything else, like how they act, like, and also they happen to have that haircut.
Can we not acknowledge the haircut looks fucking stupid?
Lecture fan wants to get in here. Lecture fan, go ahead.
You're treated differently.
Thank you.
didn't hear
I
that.
think this shows why the Twitch safety panel is
Oh,
a
God.
complete joke and totally not necessary, because this is what the Twitch safety panel is going to do. I remember 6 months ago on the RAJJ Royale, we were debating some new word. I can't remember. Some new word had come up that people were using to replace some banned word. And then guess what is going to be the safest
frog.
thing to do every time this comes up? Every time this comes up, the safety panel, the safety council is going to say, oh, we got to be safe. this word is banned. Anybody that uses this word is banned. And now we're back to thought policing, language policing. It's a dead end road. It empowers the trolls. It's a terrible way to go. We shouldn't even
Wait,
shouldn't
lecture
be a
fans.
concern. People should be able to use it, and the Twitch Safety Council shouldn't be discussing these things like they're going to, and like they're going to say, oh, it's not safe. Can't use it.
Lecture
Raj,
fan, are
are
you
you okay
calling
with
the
any
Twitch
language?
Safety Council Karens? Is that what you just made the analogy to?
Raj, can you show this on
actually,
stream and
I
tell me that this
understand
isn't
something.
fucking like?
But
Come on, dude. If
cut
you make an
out-
equivalent
Can I
practice
make a
for
point?
black
Can I make a
people, no
point?
fucking way.
Wait, can I say something? I think that, for example, I understand now. Wait, I understand now because, like, I don't like when people are calling my chat simps. I don't like that. I think that's
We're gonna get
offensive
into
to people who are nice. Well, so like the Karen thing, like I guess it's the same. Like, but I'm not offended in any way, shape, or form by that because I think it's funny. But I don't think the simp thing is funny. Maybe that's funny in someone else's eyes. So I understand. Yeah, I understand. But we can't just be offended by everything. That would.
What did you want me to show this in? What context, Destiny?
I'm just saying, like, if you were to make this for black people, like instead it was like having like a weave or fucking
You
like
don't need to give
stereotypical,
examples,
like black
but
drinks.
yeah, we
or-
get what you mean.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, like this is like the Karen stuff, like to pretend that like, oh, it's just about a behavior.
then-
is every
okay.
single defense ever wheeled out for a slur ever?
But black people do make memes along those lines. So
Okay, wait. So
we-
you're gonna defend them that if I see somebody being like really annoying and really cheap and it's like a burglar, I can call them Tyrones or Jamals?
No,
is that
no,
okay?
I wouldn't say that. So, and listen, I understand there is some logical, consistent
Wait,
element
okay.
to what you're
yeah.
saying here. But
Can you
what I'm
tell me
saying
why
is
I
would-
can't? Can you tell me why you can't call someone a Jamal if they break in? You know, maybe they're white. You just call them a Jamal. Why can't you do that?
Because
You can't call
I
people
think
Karens?
what you're calling out there is a white, precipitated stereotype about black people, and I think that's racist.
And you don't think the Karen thing had anything to do with like
But
white-looking
because I see
like white girls?
people, I see white people calling other white people Karens.
When I grow up,
So
I'm gonna
is
be a
that
Karen
racist?
Cougar.
Am I being
Yeah,
racist?
yeah, of course.
Do I
What do you mean, of
secretly
course
hate
people can
white
be-
women?
Well,
If a Karen calls a Karen
Come
a
on.
Karen,
You
is it
talk
okay?
About, like white guilt or like self-hating whites all the time, Richard Lewis. Of course, you know that could be racist.
Well,
You
I'm
believe
not.
that. You know that. Absolutely.
Well, listen, I can see a kernel of the argument there. I just don't see it as being an attack on an immutable quality of the person engaging in the behavior. I don't.
You know
see
what?
it
You
that
can't see it, Richard, because you're not a woman.
possibly. Well, that might be a valid perspective.
Unbelievable.
Exactly.
Lumi, I'd love to hear your perspective on this, and Alabel as well.
From a rhetorical point of view, you always look like a loser when you're out here getting super bent up. Oh no, we shouldn't call people any slurs. Oh no, the F word. Oh, that's bad. And then you're like, oh, Karens. Oh, LOL, white people. Oh, Mayo side. You look like a fucking moron.
I'm sorry. What was that last
point of view? I'm just like that's just how you look to every other like same human being. This is
Destiny, what is Mayo side?
What if you're
Just stupid
I have a
fucking
question for
justification.
Destiny. I have a question for
If
Destiny.
we get rid of mayonnaise, I'm fucking
Okay,
riding.
hold on
Destiny-
1 second, Candy. I want to hear Alabel. Go ahead.
Yeah, Destiny has a point, and it's the same fucking argument that he makes about incest. Why is it wrong, et cetera, et cetera. And there's absolutely a point there. Like, you can't argue it down to some immutable quality that's discussable. But the difference between Karen and using racial epithets and talking about, you know, certain religious sects, et cetera, is if I use the N-word, we know exactly who I'm talking about. If I talk about Karens, there's a huge argument that we can make on who's included and who's not included in that particular category. And that's what makes it different from a racial epithet.
Yeah, and also from the class element to Karen, like you have to be a middle to upper class person to be a Karen. So the working class people get a pass to use Karen because they'd be punching upwards. This is what I mean. It's like if you break it down. To
Why don't
like
they
its
just call them dumb
constituent parts-
bitches, you know?
How
Like, why do we
many-
gotta use Karen?
How many
no,
You're like,
comedians?
man, that is a
How many
dumb-
comedians have
argue
literally
there,
had
Bob, that
skits
Karen is
exactly
a-
saying things that were they're like, oh, like anybody
mean
can be an
this is
N-word. It
gendered
doesn't
right.
have to be a black person. It can be anybody, you know, like ruining a thing, blah blah blah. Like it's these are the exact. You're giving me verbatim arguments. I don't know if people realize or not, but like in the 90s and in the 2000s, we had these exact same arguments from comedians. Like, oh yeah, anybody can be an N-word. It doesn't have to be like blah blah. You're just or anybody can be an F-word. You're just acting like an F-word. It doesn't mean you're gay. LOL. It's just, like these. You're giving the exact same arguments verbatim. I mean, if you think they're good arguments now, that's fine.
Yeah, but
like,
that's
don't get shocked when people use it to defend like bad slurs in the future. Like, it's
Didn't
the
we
same
used to
type of
like always talk about how, but it's about what these groups of people go through, like what it's the struggles of being black or gay or trans, right? You can't really make that same
Sure,
connection
you
to
can
being a
argue-
white woman.
Yeah, you can argue that there's less harm, but the group that's being attacked doesn't
That's
perceive
what we're-
harm as a class. Like that's the problem. If you walk up to a white person, you call them like, "Oh, you cracker ass fucking piece of shit." Like the white person be like, "Whoa, dude, that's kind of racist." You're like, "Oh no, actually, as a class, and white people as an entire class don't actually experience racism. Like individuals don't interpret it that way. They're not going
But that's the point we're trying to make, right? Is it's not really causing harm compared to like the F word, the N word.
Yeah, it's not causing harm.
If
Of course,
I talk about
Oh,
Karens,
okay.
I have to describe who I'm talking about. If I talk about N words, everyone knows exactly what's being discussed, and that's
Some of that is the newness, though.
the difference between. Well, I think that's the difference here. Is this is a brand new term that
Right.
doesn't have an exact specific meaning. It's something that's being used in a very broad sense about a particular type of person. Yes. If in 10 years, 5 years, whatever, it becomes codified to meaning an exact specific thing, I would be willing to entertain the slurred discourse about Karens.
That's
but
where we
as
were
it
at.
is right now.
So, wait. So just to be clear, that's where we were at with the F
that's a
word
good
10 years
question.
ago. Nobody
Some-
used. Well, some people did, but
No.
very few people online use the F word to describe gay people. They just said it to people they don't
No.
like.
The original image
That
of
was a
Karen?
word that had a meaning that then they were trying
She
to
wasn't,
argue
but now
didn't
she
have
is.
a meaning. This
There's
is
new
a
images
word
of Karen,
that
she's hot as fuck.
doesn't
It's like
really
hot
have a
West
meaning,
stuff.
that they're trying to argue does have some sort of a meaning.
But Karen literally started out as a meme making fun of a white woman with like a weave bob fucking haircut or whatever that like is annoying. to hear.
Did we
Okay,
have this discussion
Isn't
over
it a
Becky?
beehive haircut?
I don't know what it's called. I just
I
say
have a question.
Probably,
Go ahead, Candyland.
probably Becky as well. Yeah.
Candyland, go ahead.
We did have that
Yeah,
discussion.
do you
Becky
think
is the daughter of Karen. Get your memes right.
Go ahead,
okay,
Candy.
do you
Right.
think that in the future that we should stop saying caring, we should stop saying thought, we should stop saying simp, like all these words? Do you think we should just stop saying those things? Like
We
just
should,
mean-
I think,
Thought police.
we had a great idea with the whole canceling voice chat. What if all of Twitch.tv, there were no mics allowed? And you had to charades everything. You were no longer allowed to speak. No one would get
We
upset,
actually even
right?
talked about that. We haven't even talked about that yet. The mic thing. I forgot we haven't
well,
talked about that.
sorry.
Um,
Get rid of mics altogether.
We're just gonna go in circles, I think, then. But
Well,
like,
it's
I
okay.
don't know.
Welcome
I
to
don't
the
think,
show.
Andy, what is your issue with the word simp? What's your issue with that?
I do want to go into that.
So I feel-
streamers lately.
Should I say answer now? The same thing?
Yeah, go ahead, Candy. What's your thought?
So my thought is like I feel like it's a little sad that people who are being positive, happy, and supportive are being called simps. Like you can just say one nice thing. You can say hello when you're called a simp. I just think it's like an unwelcoming thing to do, and I just think we shouldn't say the word. I'm not claiming it's racist, not claiming it anything else, and that is just rude to say it.
The
Dude,
good
if
news
you
about
get rid of-
simp,
for the
though,
record,
Candy,
I could
is
say
it's a
3
word that's
negative
gonna get
things.
chronically overused to the point where it's so divorced from its original meaning. I think it'll fade out of
It's like the word cock.
zeitgeist. Yeah, like no one
It happens to
unironically says
any
no
words
one
that get
unironically
overused on the
says
internet
SJW
start to
anymore.
mean something way different.
It's just so weird because we've gone back and we've like retroactively made words that most people didn't even know the origin of bad again. So for instance, I'm
kinda
I'm
cool,
saying this
like
in an
the-
educational guide. It's like mongoloid is a word that we don't use as an insult anymore because
Yeah.
we say, oh well, no one knew that. Like almost nobody on Twitch knew that. Like, oh, that's actually a racist word. Or like gypped is a word you shouldn't say because it refers to
Really?
gypsies. Like almost nobody knew this anymore. But now we've gone back and like, oh wait, hold on, let's look at where these words came from. We can't say that. It's like, oh, that's really weird. We're gonna
Destiny,
go back
that-
on that now. But now we're like trying to redo a word.
That's why we do it, right? Is because like if enough words we can't use these words, I feel like the internet finds new words that it is okay to use, and we go back into like the backlogs of some
So does anybody here-
library and find new
Yeah,
words?
Maybe we can change Karen so that it doesn't mean like white middle-aged.
But then
woman.
160 years from now, we'll bring back
We
Karen.
already had done this with some words, but now we're no longer allowed to say those
You
anymore
guys are
because
being
of their
total
like.
nerds right now. Am I allowed to say nerd? You guys are being nerds.
Destiny,
Nerd is oppressive.
Hold on. 1 second, guys. Let's get organized here. 1 second.
That's the other end.
Hold on. Let's get organized here. Lecture fan, you
Yeah.
have an opportunity to speak, and then I want to
Thank-
address
thank-
something with you, Wes. Go ahead.
Thank you. I think Destiny is undermining his own argument he made earlier by pointing out the changing definitions of words and the various arguments they're made about word. Candy's right. The disrespect and the hate and the harassment, that's what's important. It's not the specific words you use. That's why I don't, the entire premise of Destiny's argument is that we've done a good thing by like specifying certain words as unsayable, and over time certain words have been banned, and we've had word police and language police, when meanwhile that's really not the important issue. The important issue is whether it's harassing or hateful or anything like that. I reject the whole notion of let's choose specific words and say that they're always bad or they're always good, and more important, look at the context and try to push back on hate and try to push back on harassment instead of language policing on specific words. And so I don't know how Destiny can say you can't make arguments against my argument against Karen by pointing out these other arguments because it's been so great that we've, you know, crushed all of these specific words, and then bring up the point that, well, words change and now words okay and words are bad. It's like, yeah, you just undermined your argument. The point is that sometimes words are used in a incorrect way and sometimes they're not.
There's definitely a cultural context that you have to understand, though, in any current moment for words, right? And like, unfortunately, for whatever reason, our approach to language is never logically consistent. Like, if you wanted to object to the word simp, you could object to it on ableist grounds, because unlike what a lot of the Twitch chat generation and the Zoomers tell me, it doesn't stand for someone idolizing mediocre pussy.
It's
or
short
whatever.
for simpleton.
It wasn't an acronym. It's an abbreviation from simpleton, which was literally a term used to disparage the people who were differently abled. So when you look at it on that basis, you should go, well, but no one should say simp. But what we contextually understand is that over time, the word simp has now got the specific meaning, which is you're a dude who is a little bit simple in their approach to women, and you idolize them, and you don't like, and you do all that shit. That's where we're at with simp now. Now, do we want to retroactively go back and change that? I don't know. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. But the reality is, if you start looking at the etymological root of every word, you can find objections to everything. We come together as a group to contextually apply what words are okay and what words aren't, and it's not always going to be logically consistent, unfortunately.
Can I actually because
that's wild.
I've always been offended by the mediocre thing, so I didn't know that, because like there are some girls that have like goddess ones like Candyland. Like, that's not mediocre, dude. That is
Dude, I know Bob is a fake feminist, but I'm gonna pull a real feminist take here. The real reason simp needs to be banned off the website is because when like a dude donates to a chick or like supports her in any way, people spam. Like, they're like, you're a fucking simp. So if we get rid of the word entirely, people can't be called simps, so they'll be more likely to donate and support to women.
I think the annoying thing is that as left-leaning and progressive voices have become larger and larger on the internet, which they have been, I don't like that the prevailing attitude is that all forms of insult against certain minority groups are completely and totally unfathomably horrible, and we should never say any of them. But when it comes to making fun of like white people or straight people, LOL, you're white, LOL, you're cis, blah 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 blah, it's like, oh, that's fucking hilarious, and you get a free pass on that. Like it's a huge like head turner. Like, what the fuck? Like, all of the arguments you use against slurs in some ways are good, but then when it comes to white people or straight people, like, oh, well, all of a sudden now it's okay to just say whatever the fuck you want about them. Like, that's so fucking funny. But if we were to, I've heard all these same arguments before when I argue against fucking Nazis or insane fucking conservatives about why they should be allowed to call everybody like the N-word or the F-word. But like, now all of a sudden we use the same arguments to defend making fun of white people. It just seems really weird to me. It seems really dumb.
You actually are contradicting yourself, because we've had this conversation about the other words, and you've explained the reason why not to use these words is because of the trials and tribulations that these people have suffered.
Yeah, sure.
We haven't. White straight people have not suffered shit.
Okay, because the other guy, because Luxury Man said this too. The difference is that there is different levels of harm caused by these things. I acknowledge that, of course. Calling somebody a cracker, calling somebody the N-word are two pretty fundamentally different things. Of course, different places in society have different powers, and they use these in different ways to impact people. Sure, I'm saying from an optics point of view and from what we defend, it seems weird to be okay with one and not okay with the other. I can say that we should be against all of these while recognizing that some of them are more harmful than the other. Does that make sense?
No, because then your explanation for why the non-harmful ones, what's your reasoning for why we can't use those?
Oh, I didn't say it was non-harmful. I said everything is harmful, but some are far more harmful than the others. That doesn't mean I can say that like we shouldn't use
Jesus Christ. You've gotten really far on the left, dude.
Oh my god.
Well, I feel
arguing.
You're part of the left. I'm back to defending white
arguing
people.
is
You're an
optics.
extremist, dude.
Oh my god.
We were just talking about optics earlier with this conversation. I don't feel like that's that difficult. Like, it's an optics conversation. Like, there's a difference between bad optics, which he's complaining about bad optics, if I'm understanding this correctly, which we all agreed on earlier. Well, maybe I'm wrong in that there's bad talking to community.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. My internet is trash.
That's okay. I thought the Karen lobby got you there for a moment. The powerful Karen lobby.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wait, hello. I want to say something.
Oh, you said enough.
No, I have not. Shut up. Okay. So it's very easy. So it would be very easy to categorize me to like, oh, she's an e-girl, like she does blah, blah, blah. There's easy to categorize, but I've chosen like to not be offended by any of that. Like, I'm just gonna live my life and have like stand straight and just be myself, no matter what people calls me on what category people put me in. And I just think more people should do that. Whatever you are, if you're a Karen, like just be like stand up straight.
Are you saying that you're taking the words back, Candy?
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah,
Sounds
I guess.
pretty good to me, dude.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm
I'm in
doing.
support
Like,
of it.
I'm definitely. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm an e-girl. I'm a thought, whatever. Like, you can't
Hell
call me
yeah,
anything.
mama.
All
It
right.
hurts me. Okay.
Okay.
Own that shit, baby.
Let's move on. Let's get a straw poll in the chat.
And Candy, I think on an ideal level, you're right. And if everyone were able to do that, but everyone's not able to do that, unfortunately. So there are words that are still going to be harmful.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Well,
More people should do that. Take inspiration.
Hey, Bob, what's up, buddy?
Why do you always say I'm a fake feminist? Like, I understand that you always used to say women aren't funny, and I fought against that, but why can't I just fight for?
Well, no, I meant because you were like, I respect women all the time, and then you got caught lacking, and then there was a clip of you telling a woman that she'd show more thighs because that's the meta. So.
Yeah, that's a joke about the thigh meta game.
Do you recognize that was
your
a
feminist
mistake?
takes, Bob.
Bob, was that a mistake? Are you apologizing?
Me? If she felt like I was calling her flat chested.
Was it a stupid fucking mistake?
No. I was.
All right. All right, here we go. We got a straw poll in the chat. The straw poll's coming out in the chat. Straw poll's coming out in the chat. Vote for who you want to keep, not kick. Keep, not kick.
You could always say you're sorry, Bob, if you.
I only have love in my heart, you know.
That's not an apology, Bob. I want you to say it right now to Kate. I'm sorry for saying you should show more thighs.
That's not what I said. So I'm
redeem yourself, Bob. Come back into the light.
Raj, can you find some other topics that is not only about American slurs and politics? Only ridiculous topics we talk about.
All right, you know what? Hold on, Knut. You find me a topic that's relevant to Norway and that's very
Oh, actually, yes, we have a topic in Sweden.
Okay, hold on. We'll talk about it in a second.
Yes.
We'll talk about it in a second. I want to hear your Norwegian topic. I'm ready.
Is slight horniness allowed? You know, is that okay here? Like, can I be slightly horny with you guys?
But why do you have to say it? Because it gets weird when
Bob,
you say
you
it.
can be incredibly horny with me.
Ew.
That's good. Anybody else want to consent to that?
No, I vehemently disconsent. Fuck that.
All right, just show. If you want me to be sexual with you, please raise your hand. Okay. Oh, Candy. Hell yeah, girl. You
Candy,
know what that
you
means.
raise your hand when anyone says something like that, dude.
You know, Candy. Can't wait to meet you.
But then she dodges
Wait,
when they try to get.
Go ahead and vote for you want to keep, not kick.
Yes, and then if you DM her, she fucking dodges you
Right,
completely.
she completely dodges.
I've tried.
entirely.
She told me she would we could get weird. I DM'd her. I was like, I'm here for Bob's, and she ignored me.
It's fine, Candy. I like the tease.
You
I
are a
appreciate it.
fake tease.
A tease is fun. A tease is
Well,
hot.
I think Wes, that's a real tease.
Oh yeah, you're a fake.
Yeah.
You're a fake degenerate. You're not as debaucherous as you lead on to be.
You know what? I am just following my instincts and my impulses, and I'm really into it. Like at the moment, like Bob is like cute, but maybe if he DMs me, I would be like, oh, maybe not.
Wait, what?
Why is he ugly and
Why was there the butt? Why did you include the butt?
I
You
always
didn't
have
include
a
that
reaction
butt.
to all DMs I ever get. Like,
Candy, who's the dude that
DM?
DM'd you? John Zherka. I bet John Zherka, when he DM'd you,
Yeah,
you were fawning,
I
drooling.
dissed him. I've always dissed him. Like I diss everybody
What
in my
the
DMs.
fuck's wrong with you, dude?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I hate DMs. I'm not a DM person.
What do you want me to call you on
It's
Skype?
actually true. I
Yeah,
tried
I
to
would
DM
answer.
Candy after the first show we were on, and she called me a midget fuck.
Wow, dude.
Yeah,
right.
actually. Well, yeah. But
pretty
if you,
rude,
yeah,
Candy.
you could call me.
Were you trying to
Wes,
take the
I would
word
answer.
back at the time, Destiny, or?
Yeah, that's
No, I
important.
wasn't actually, and she said it with a hard T, so I was
That's a
like,
slur, Candy. You've been canceled. I'm writing my LSF post as we
Go ahead
speak.
and vote, chat. Get your votes in. You haven't all voted. Vote, vote, vote. Keep, not kick. Very important. Keep, not kick. Vote, vote,
Yeah.
vote, vote, vote.
We need 32,500 votes. You shit fucks.
Go ahead and
That's
vote,
all
vote,
you
vote.
said this round, Alibrel.
damn.
I don't think you've been paying attention if you think that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, man. All right, votes are in.
Hey,
Raj, you know it is Constitution Day over here now. I think you should play the Norwegian national anthem on your stream.
It's Constitution Day.
Hey, BJP, I'm gonna send you another joke. It's a little edgier. I want you to tell me if it's okay or not.
Bring it, Wes.
Oh yeah, you should play the Norwegian national anthem. I sent you a YouTube video of it. Ignore the Nazi flags in the background. It's the Norwegian anthem, I swear.
What?
You know we were in war with fucking Germany in the World War II.
Hey, so were we. Okay, watch out.
Yeah, you helped.
Wes, I'm gonna have to nix that one. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to
It's a
veto
good
that
one.
one.
It's a good one though, right?
I'm not gonna say I didn't laugh. I'm not gonna say I didn't laugh.
Okay, I have another one.
But you know what's gonna happen, Wes. You know what's gonna happen.
Why is
What?
BJ the joke counsel?
Because he's hilarious.
I'm
Okay.
the voice of reason, Alabro.
What about
All
this
right,
one?
All right,
I don't know.
hold on. Let's.
I mean,
look-
I don't have an ability to judge it yet. You're just here.
All right, the bottom two here. Destiny, you won the round again, but it's between you and Bob gets the vote because you voted last time. Bob, you must choose between the two lowest people, Lecture Fan and Alabro. One of them is going to be eliminated. And Bob is not even present. Bob?
He might be able to hear you, though.
Bob, if
Oh,
you can
wow,
hear
what
me,
is
come
that
back to your
Hey.
back to your desk. Bob.
While he's AFK, can I tell another joke, Raj?
Nope.
BJP approved it. It's BJP
I did
approved.
not approve. No, I did not.
Oh.
Wait, you know what? I think I've
The
been
Trump
in a,
one.
Wait, Vest, let me speak. I think I've been in a an interview in Bob's place once.
Not good enough.
Passing couch.
Oh, Jesus Christ, BJ.
Oh, wow, Candy. That was a legit good joke. It just
you.
floated under the bar a little bit, though.
Yeah.
BJ delivered your joke, but it was good.
Well, I thought it would be like unspoken.
It didn't scan.
All right. Okay.
Bob, welcome back.
Bob, welcome back. You're the decider, Bob, between the two lowest amount of voted people, which this round is Lecture Fan and Alabro.
Wow, the opposite sides of the spectrum.
It's rough.
Wait, Destiny, that's offensive to laugh at that. I meant political, dude. Like, come on, dude. Jesus.
Wait.
If I made that joke, Raj would be
Destiny-
killing me right
That
now.
wasn't a joke. I swear to God, that was not even a joke. I had no implication there. And you laughing at that was offensive, man.
The sexual spectrum? What am I missing?
I don't know. Whatever.
Never mind.
Okay, so
Political.
all right, so Lecture Fan giving bad opinions, like sometimes I could get him to say silly stuff. Alabrel hasn't, really 1v1 Destiny yet. I thought they were going to duel this episode. I thought it was going to be a real showdown. Thought, only one person was going to be left standing. Destiny, do you care if you get that duel with Alabrel? Do you care?
This is your choice, Bob, not mine. I'm not going to take it from you. You're not going to give it to me. I'm not going to shoulder this burden for you. You lazy fuck. Make a choice.
It would be lousy, Bob, to deprive Raj of the content, frankly.
I'm not going to
He
script
can't
this one.
shoulder a lot because of how low his shoulders are to the ground.
That was a nasty joke, Alabro. I can't
That
believe
was
you-
horrible. I'm a
It's too
very
far.
hateful person.
That was terrible.
It's well known.
Well,
Well, all right. So I feel like, Alabrel, he's actually been a little bit nice to me today. So I feel like...
It's because Candyland got to me in my heart.
In
But
your
also,
heart?
like, if I kick you now, that means, like, I don't give you the chance to be mean to me,
That's
And
true.
then I could take advantage of Lecture Fan, just like I can make him say silly stuff. You say some silly stuff, Lecture Fan. You say,
I think he's going to say silly stuff for a while, regardless of your intervention or not.
You know what? It's the Alabrel, return. I'll give him a little bit longer. Lecture Fan, I guess we're gonna have to do without Mr. Bad Opinion, man. Always, I'll be at the Bible study.
Awesome.
all right, fire up the clip, folks. Scripted.
Told you. Round
All
4.
right. All right. Lecture Fan, it's the end of the road. Give a nice shout out.
Cool. Thank you so much. I am not silly, and I'm not playing a character.
You're
If
silly.
you guys want
You're
to,
a silly boy.
Let him finish.
if you guys want to actually see how genuine I really am, go over to LCTR Fan on every social media platform. So thanks a lot, Raj.
You too. Thank you very much. Goodbye, Lecture Fan.
thank
We'll see you at Bible study after the Raj chiller. I'll surely need it. I tell you.
You got it.
All right. Thank you.
I'm gonna make
Have a
an
good one,
apostrophe.
Bye bye.
Hey,
All right.
bye.
Congratulations on making it this far. Woo. All right. Candy, what were you saying?
Yes, can I tell you what's going on in Sweden right now?
Yeah, well, sure, Candy. It could be completely relevant and super interesting.
Yeah, no, it's relevant. It's actually relevant. Okay, so there's a guy who is a ex-boxer. He's a father of I don't know how many. He is he's a boyfriend and everything. He on social media is pretty
Wait,
big.
so
like,
he's a box. He has a.
He's an
boy-
ex-boxer.
Okay.
No, he has a girlfriend. He has a girlfriend.
Okay.
Well,
got it.
yeah, he's like we're yeah.
He's
Okay.
an influencer now about a lot of like self-improvement stuff, blah blah.
Mhm.
It's a guy who's pretty famous. He has recently, like, it's illegal to buy sex in Sweden, but he has recently bought sex. And when he was like charged for this and it was a big, like, they were talking about it everywhere, he was charged for it. He got to go on national television and national television.
Damn it, Candy! What the fuck is going on? Tell us about it.
Yeah, okay, so he got to go on television and tell everybody about like his mistakes and like, oh, now I'm being a better person and stuff. Like, he got to go and like explain himself on TV why he bought sex and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's what's happening right now.
So what do you want to talk about with that?
Well, okay, so a lot of girls are being like, why does he have a right to say why, like, defend himself? What about the girl? Like,
What's wrong with
like,
paying for sex?
It's illegal in Sweden, so it's morally, like, it's wrong.
So,
morally.
weed's illegal.
Morally wrong because
Everything
it's
against the
illegal.
law is immoral.
So do you guys think that
Candy, that's a hot
prostitution?
take.
Candy, do you think prostitution should be
Love
legalized?
that Constitution.
Yeah, that's the thing. I guess it's a little bit about
Prostitution
I
is
think
legal, Rush. That's the
if
thing.
it's monitored,
Where?
legal?
In Sweden,
if
it's legal?
monitored, it's not
In
legal in
Sweden,
Sweden. No, it's
You
not legal in
think
Sweden.
it should be
Wait,
legal?
listen. No, I don't. Okay,
No,
so
no,
I
you're wrong.
think it should be very
I
monitored.
think
if
it
it's legal.
is.
Canute's about to say that.
It's
At least
not
that's what
legal.
he told me.
He just got charged for buying sex.
Yes,
it's not legal.
but listen, you're wrong, because prostitution is legal. It's legal to sell sex, but it's
Yeah, okay,
illegal
yeah.
to buy sex.
Okay, same thing though.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
it's
does
legal
that
to
mean?
sell. It's legal to sell sex because they don't want to have, like, they don't want to judge someone who is in a position where there's no return and they choose to sell their body. So like I know like some girls, maybe they feel like that's what they want to do. They want to do that, but a lot of girls, they get in that position where they feel like that's the only way to go, to sell their bodies, and that's not good. And that's what we're trying to avoid in Sweden, I think. So that's why I feel like if it's very monitored, if it's like girls that actually want to do it, like, then it should be fine. But it's sometimes like
Monitored in what way?
trade girls.
A lot of jobs. So first off, sorry if you don't mind.
No.
First off, you sell your body. I mean, like, we have this attachment to the sexuality, like, and that selling sex is selling your body, but you sell your body in a lot of ways. Like, my last girlfriend, she worked a waitress job, and that takes a huge toll on her body, right? Like, a huge toll on her body. So I think this concept of like you're selling your body because you're having
Okay.
sex.
Well, I
think
was
is
using
little...
a lot of words that were wrong in this sentence, and you know what I mean
But
when I say sell
what's
their
wrong
body. I
with?
meant like
I don't know
selling
why
sex.
we should tell people what they
Yeah.
should do with their bodies, right? I mean, I don't
Yeah.
Well, the problem is the stigma that society attaches to it. Like, we can say, for
Yeah.
instance, like, oh yeah, like, we shouldn't, like selling your body should be the same as like being a waitress or a streamer. I think in a lot of ways, I think that's true. But society doesn't view it that way, and the emotional ramifications you're going to have more to do with how society view things than with how you personally view things.
Also, like, I know I've listened to a lot of like an ex like prostitute and how her story was, and and she said that like even though it was she who went and got the decision, like it's very many women who are in that position even though they don't want to, and it's not their choice.
That's like every job ever.
That was going to be my second point, is not everyone
Nobody
wants to
wants
work a job.
good jobs,
So it's like, why are we specifically making it this job that you only work this job if you want to work this job?
I think
you know?
it could be.
It's again that attachment to the.
Yeah, I think that this kind of job where you are letting people take advantage of your like body and mind, like I feel like that's specifically like hard on your head and like hard on your your mentality.
The reason why we have
you
this
could argue
law.
the same for so many other jobs too, like the demand on people who are in call centers, for example, and getting yelled at people. That is a huge demand on your mental health. Or again, your examples with the body of waitressing, or a lot of jobs that take up that exhaustion of your body. You know?
Can I say something? I think the only reason prostitution isn't more like globally legal is because most of the people in power are like older boomers who like have views that are never going to change, that are against prostitution, and like give it a little bit of time. I don't think we're going to change these people's minds, but they'll natural life will happen, people will die off, new people will get pushed into
He's making coronavirus jokes, Raj. Get him.
No,
I literally felt like
I know
we're taking
lecture
out
fans
of
gone, but
I think you're taking out
Hold
of
on.
the
Go ahead,
direct-
BJP.
no, I think it has more to do with religious reasons than anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Old boomers with like religious takes that aren't going to change. That's where this stems from. Is
the
religion.
reason why we have these laws here is to protect people from human trafficking. That's why it is not punished to sell, because they don't want to punish the people who are forced into this or are choosing to do this themselves, but the people who take advantage of this.
It's a very... Do we want to talk about perverse incentives for a second? If it were globally legal to perform sex work, there wouldn't be nearly as much sex trafficking.
Well, this is where it gets interesting, actually.
That's logical.
Me and Destiny had this conversation on another show, and I think Lecture Fan had somehow made it through the early stages. So you can imagine what a fucking shit show it was. But I went back and forth on this. It's very hard for me because I think, first of all, if it was down to me tomorrow and I was making policy, I would absolutely legalize prostitution. I think for a variety of reasons. I think women have an autonomy over their bodies. I think it can be a net good to society. I think this weird, like BJ says, almost like Judeo-Christian puritanical outlook when it comes to sex and by extension sex work is a little bit silly. But when we actually looked at the numbers in countries where prostitution has been legal, while it has some net good, like less STDs being spread and less violent crime against
more protection for sex workers.
And things like that. Actually, human trafficking increases
massively.
Yes, human trafficking increases in those specific countries. If it were globally accepted and legal, there would be less trafficking because you wouldn't have to find the women that are trafficking in legal countries, coerce them into a space where they can be captured and then taken to the countries where it's illegal and they can be used as slaves. That's the problem.
Even if it was globally legal, you'd still want to try to find. I'm saying you want like the oppressive industry. Would want to find women that otherwise wouldn't maybe do this job, but they're going to do it because they have no other recourse and they can get paid a lot for it. So sex trafficking would still be a thing, most likely.
Yes, it would still exist, but it would definitely be reduced because there would be less high demand for it.
But the demand would still be the same in first world countries that have it legalized, right?
Yeah, this is the ongoing issue with, like, say, for example, we've had this conversation multiple times about another prohibited activity, drugs, right? So, in countries where, like Portugal, for example, which went across the board and legalized all drugs, we get a net positive. We see less people going to the ER with overdoses. We see less drug-related violent crime. We see easy access to, better, less people obviously poisoned by substances that shouldn't be in drugs because they're sort of government mandated. And also less addicts because they have programs where they try and get opioid addicts off the substance that they're addicted to in the first place. Has illegal drug use stopped? No. In fact, what it's done is it's actually driven down the price of illegal drugs to create a market discrepancy. And there are some people that don't want to get licenses and operate within the system. They're happy being an illegal drug dealer, and they're happy to, well, not happy to cut their prices, but they will do it to operate in a legal system where they don't have to go through those loopholes. So we've had net good, but we've also had net negatives. You're never gonna.
You can't have both a net good and a net negative.
Sorry, a net good. Sorry, that's poor wording on my part. We've had a net good, but we've got some new negatives.
Some negative,
that have come along.
Portugal make
and I think with prostitution, it would be. We have to make a decision because I don't think human trafficking would go away.
That's the point. It's a net good, and it is likely, I'm going to guess statistically, a significant net good. When you remove the stigma from the users, sure, there might still be some illegal dealers, but the users are able to seek remuneration. They are able to seek mental and physical health services when things go wrong, and the amount of good that is seen by the people that are using and trapped by these drugs reduces significantly because they're now allowed to go to the hospital and say, hey, I'm really fucking struggling with heroin, and I am having a huge fucking problem with it, and I think I might be having a heart attack specifically because of heroin. And they'll be able to go to the hospital, they'll be able to say that, they'll be safe doing it, they'll be able to be treated properly because of it. And that's what we're talking about.
I did mean decriminalize, not legalize. That is an important distinction.
I just want to say I do want to legalize drugs because I watched The Wire, and it's a great show. I'd recommend it.
I want to legalize drugs just because most drug dealers I've had in the past have been kind of assholes. So I feel like it'd be kind of cool to have like the government as a drug dealer. They probably be nicer.
And that's why drugs are illegal, because of pharmaceutical companies.
No, that's a point that I wanted to...
What if the pharmaceutical companies just dealt me mushrooms?
they'll get to eventually. But that was a point that,
Cool.
that Richard just used that I do want to be able to specify. Drugs should be legalized because regulation of those is important because they're controlled substances. Sex work, however, those who advocate for sex work decriminalization because legalization means that there will come a lot of regulations, and you'll see the same things that are happening with the legalization of marijuana where only rich white people end up getting licenses, and it creates even more wealth disparity from the people who were dealing the drugs are largely people of color in poor communities where even here in Illinois, they were promised that they were going to get priority on licensing for the legal weed, and that didn't fucking happen. And it's just a bunch of rich white people that are buying up all of the licenses, despite the law being written specifically to prioritize the marginalized communities.
You ever smoke weed, man?
You really
You get fucked up, Alabama?
You ever get fucking...
I don't.
Can I say
You
something?
smoked the ganja.
You really took this subject
Fuck, Bob.
far. You really took this subject far, and I feel like I've learned a lot. I understand why sex work should be legal. I understand why drugs should be legal, but also I don't want anyone to be in danger or be harmed. And the fun, I think that if you're planning on buying sex, like do that where it's legal. Don't do it don't do illegal things. I think it's not safe ever to do illegal things because you don't know who you might harm.
Ala, bro, I have
needle exchanges in America.
Is that like where people share needles? That
One of
sounds
the
awful.
biggest things that you can do is there are entire charities that will go out and do very illegal work of going out to provide drug users with clean drugs with clean needles, and that results in a way safer scenario for them. They say, bring us your dirty needles, we will dispose of them properly for you, and we will give you clean drugs with the ability to do them safely so that you won't have to share them with us.
They deal them drugs?
Yes.
Yes.
I thought it was only needles.
That ends up creating a system in which they are being treated more humanely, more fairly, and they have people that will advocate for them. Those people also, if they end up having problems, the drug users, if they tell that person, hey, I'm really having fucking trouble, can you help me? That's most of what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Really? You should be giving them free drugs, right? Because I get them needles for cleanliness and helping them to like reduce disease.
Here we go
Give them free drugs. You're just like a shitty drug dealer. You don't make any profit from
Hold
selling
on,
drugs. You're
guys.
just giving your
Internet
drug
problems again. We're gonna take it out. Are you guys good? We're good for now, but internet problems again. Hold on. We'll see if we can tank through it. This happened last stream too at the beginning. We'll see what happens.
Candy, a little comment to what you said. At least in Norway, it might be in Sweden as well. You're not allowed to go to a country where it's legal to buy sex to buy it because you can be legally charged in Norway after going to a country where it is legal.
It's kind of like in the United States. I'm pretty sure that like if you were to take like a minor and you were to go fly to another country to have sex with them and come back, you can get charged for stuff like that. Like you're not supposed to like evade your local sex laws.
I don't understand how that works. Isn't that like how do the jurisdictions? I mean, it makes sense, but how do the jurisdiction laws hit?
Well, once you get back to your
Definitely,
country,
I think they get you for taking them across the border. I think they get you for not for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Specific term. I can't.
Isn't it
remember
illegal
that
to meet
makes
somebody
sense.
outside of the country though, in violation of like what is considered like?
So if you're
It isn't legal at all.
Popular thing,
No,
especially
listen.
for the rich and the political classes.
if you go to some European country, say the age of consent's 14, you have sex with a 14-year-old, then come back to the United States, you can be charged for that?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Taking a 14-year-old to a different country, like from the
Yeah, if you take them from the homeland to another land, and that's literally like trafficking the sex somewhere else. That makes
The
sense.
law in America is called the extraterritorial sexual exploitation of children laws. So
That's a
if you
big
take-
fucking name.
Yeah, if you take a child from the U.S. and you go, oh well, I can't have sex in my state, or
You gotta have
I
sex
take
with
them
them,
on
you get in
holiday and I do them there, and then you bring them back. That's
There's-
just-
covered under TESTA?
This wasn't what I said because let's say
No, I know you're talking about sex tourism. You're talking about sex
Let's
tourism.
say I go to Amsterdam, to Thailand, whatever, where it's legalized, where it's normal to sell sex, and buy that there, come back to Norway, I can get charged, not trafficking
crazy.
people out.
Oh, can you? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell.
Well, it's like the moral, like maybe like the moral. If you do it in another country, like maybe you would. It's more likely you would do it in Sweden too. I don't know. I think that we should be. I don't know. We should be just like follow the rules. I really think so.
Okay, we got to move on from this. We got to have a vote.
Well, can I say what the point of the topic wasn't this at all? Like, what the controversy in Sweden isn't about, like if it should be legal or not. It's about that he made a mistake. He's not illegal, and the next day he got to go on TV and defend himself about it, and people are being very like.
That's how it works when you're famous, Candyland, right? If what you haven't done isn't that bad, and people can like, it's believable that PR thinks you can recover from it, right? They'll put you right there on the television, and because you got to keep rolling with all the fame and the shit you're doing because you're famous.
But is he hot, Candyland? Like, why didn't he just like?
Yeah, he's hot.
Like,
He's hot.
Why didn't he just say like, I want sex? Like, why did he?
I don't understand.
If you are
Any other LOLs in the
if you're
chat?
rich and you have clout, then like, why are you?
Bob, do you just steal your fucking memes off of like iFunny or some shit? Do you have like a phone app where you read your jokes?
Sorry that I'm not doing harmful jokes like you, Wes.
I don't do harmful jokes.
I should lean into the. Your deer was really nice and sensitive.
Okay, let's get.
You don't like deer?
Let's get.
What's wrong with you, Bob?
Let's get the straw poll in the chat here. Gonna vote for you on a keep not kick.
You got your fucking Scandinavian topics. Shut up.
Yeah, that was confusing. I hope I didn't come across wrong. I don't really know how to explain this. I don't want anyone to be in harm. I want everybody to be safe.
Harm bad.
You need to get a splash page for the Scandinavian topic of the month, Raj.
We will. That was a good one.
It was pretty good, but it was a little misunderstood. But yeah.
But it went back to the same topic.
Are you just threatening that you try and make jokes? And as if they're offensive, then they land for you. But you can only make offensive jokes, and then I make jokes and people laugh at it. Do I threaten you, Wes? I could try.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
I could be a little bit less funny if you want a little bit of time to shine. I could calm down.
What did you say?
I could sit back for a round.
You're getting pretty defensive, Bob. It's okay, dude.
I feel bad.
It was banter, mate. I'm cool.
All right.
You all right, buddy? It's okay. Relax. It's not my fault your comedy
No,
shit.
Bob, just keep showing him how to do it.
My hair's falling out, man.
Oh, look, I'm bald again. Oh, what a meme.
I'm
bald. Triggered. I'm triggered, man.
God, you look like Dracula.
Don't say that.
No, Dracula's head's like way
back. He actually does look a little bit like Dracula. What is your heritage, Bob?
Irish, Italian,
vampire.
What's Dracula's heritage?
What was the last?
Finnish.
Okay.
Did you just say
Where's Transylvania at?
Go ahead and vote, chat. Vote for you want to keep that kick.
Where's that on a world map?
Transylvania is near Romania, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Romania.
Some cool shit came out of Romania, right? What's the correct term? The PC term? Educational gypsies?
Romani people.
Romani people. The Romani people. We have fucking vampires.
UK, we use itinerant people as well.
Itinerant?
Yeah.
That sounds like someone who lives in an apartment complex, and you're like.
The problem with that is that's erasing of their actual heritage.
Gypsy is?
Because there's a lot of people that are itinerant. They're Spanish itinerant individuals.
I think it's more for a illegal
right.
thing.
It's to be able to ignore their race when being prejudiced about them.
Yeah.
Yo, Candy, would you let me suck your blood?
My what?
Your blood.
Blood. Oh yes, suck my blood. Yes, do it. That's really cute.
Yeah, she'll say yes, but then when you DM her for it,
Candyland, I don't think I've ever seen you be against an
actually
idea.
messed up. Like, if you refuse to do a girl who's on her period, that's fucked up, dude. Like, who cares, man? Like, I just don't understand that when people take a stand on that. It's just not a big deal. You just do it.
Doc doesn't like it.
All right, let's see here. Person with the most amount of votes is Bob. You voted last time, though, so Destiny, you get to decide between Lumiru and Alabro.
Oh, Jesus Christ. These are getting hard. All right, Lumi, you're up. Why do you want to be here?
I want to be here to spread the social justice agenda thing. Fuck, I fucked up the gay agenda and the social justice message. Fuck me.
It's okay.
All right, Alabro. Back on the chopping block again. Why do you want to be here?
Don't fuck them. They're asexual.
What?
That was pretty weird.
What the hell are you talking about, Alan, bro?
Wait, what happened?
I didn't follow that at all.
Well, I follow.
Elbro speaking for Lumiru's sexuality. Poggers.
What was that?
I think. Wait, what? Who?
I don't know what he said.
We're all wondering right now.
I don't really know what they said at all.
God, this Raj is a great cringe comment.
I feel like Alibel, just because when you were DMing me, I didn't assume that you wanted to have sex with me. I thought you just wanted to meet, I would meet anyone at TwitchCon. Like I met you at TwitchCon.
Alibel met my
but you specifically had said that we were going to get a drink, Candy, and then dodged me.
No, you said that, but I said yeah, well probably. But I thought just I'd probably get a drink with anyone.
Alibel, I'm gonna call you out. I've never talked about it, but you are the epitome of a horn dog, dude. The girl I was kind of with at TwitchCon, she met you and she was like, "Oh, I'm a big fan." You DM'd her for 3 months straight about how you're gonna take her out and fuck her real good, all sorts of wild shit.
Definitely didn't say
it. I've seen all the messages. We used to read them together. It was gold.
Listen, if we're at the same party and someone comes to me and say, "Oh, you want to go to the bar?" Yeah, that's one thing, but I didn't mean going specifically with one person to have a drink. That's not what I thought.
All right, Candyland, you want to get some coffee?
Alibel, do you want to clarify what Wes said, just so you can have your side of the story on there?
Destiny's gonna pick what he's gonna pick. What we're saying has nothing to do with it.
That's not true. I weigh these very heavily. Otherwise, I would have just kicked somebody off immediately.
Okay.
I'll keep around. We'll keep around Lumi, since Lumi's giving a lot of hot takes. Alibel's giving hot takes too, but this is a hard one. That's my choice.
Okie dokie. Alibel, it's the end of the road. Please shout out your channel.
I'm Alibel.
Catch you later, man.
Bye, Alibel. Thank you.
Alibel.
All right, you guys have made it this far. I was actually just
got the show down because Raj was too much of a pussy to bring up the topic.
I was just going to bring up the topic, but he
bring him back.
eliminated him.
Bring him back.
We could talk about it. I was definitely going to. It's in my topic list. The topic is literally our apologies necessary. That was literally the topic. I was going to bring it up regardless.
Please bring him back. Destiny, change your decision.
Do you want to bring him back as a one-off to just
It'd
get
be
that
so
done?
good to hear him
that's
talk
fair.
about it.
I don't want to okay with it. He's not here.
The topic.
I was just gonna.
Okay.
I kid you not. You can cap me all you want. If he wants to come back and discuss it, sure, we'll bring him back to discuss it. But the topic that I was gonna say, regardless of his decision, was to look here. You guys want to see my topic list?
It was on there.
We know the show.
It's at the top of the list here.
It's literally on there.
Why didn't you
it
leave
says.
with it?
We needed that.
Raj?
Because it was. I thought it was too heavy-handed to start with, and so.
Raj is doing his time non-linearly.
I can make.
What kind of excuse or apologies are you fucking talking?
Well, look. If he want, hold on. Let me message him. See if he wants to come back.
Oh, I gotta say, this has been a great cast, Raj. I've really enjoyed everybody's company here. I just want to say
this is the last Raj Royale.
Ever?
No, it's not.
What?
Don't say that.
I can't. I just don't like the show anymore.
Then can I win it? I want to be the last winner.
I'm never one. Can I take
I'm
it
kidding.
for
There'll be another one in 3 weeks. All right, just give me a second.
I think it's a great show. I love this show.
Sad. Yeah.
I'm kidding, chat. Relax. It's not. It's not the last show.
You couldn't let the Trainwrecks podcast be the biggest podcast on Twitch, dude. That was
it'll be here in 3 weeks. It'll be here in 3 weeks. All right, relax.
I feel like we're fighting a lot, unnecessary. It's just all politicians, they're just fighting because they want to fight. We could just all agree. That would be great.
Then we wouldn't have anything to talk about.
How boring would that be, though, Candy?
Yeah, what are we going to talk
about? That would be a
I'm pretty sure
show.
that I do have the best opinions here. So
talk about
if you're willing to copy my opinions, then we're all good, Candy.
Bob Seven, what's your most polarizing opinion on anything?
I guess people usually look at me strange when I say that we can't trust parents to raise kids. You have to take the kids away. Got to have them raised by professionals. Parents are too fucking dumb, dude.
Who are the professionals?
Who are the professionals? Real experts. Real smart people. Don't make me define it too much. Don't be here.
Better parents?
No, just if people.
That was a boring meme, Bob. Find something better.
Go back into the recesses of your brain. Come on.
That's not even a meme, man.
Find something better. That's
okay. So think about how many dumb people there are that are just mimicking their parents' opinions. That's a lot of people.
That's what it is to be a human being until you get old enough to learn to challenge your beliefs that you grew up learning.
I want kids being raised by woke.
Do you think any 7-year-old was like, wait, maybe my mom's a lying bitch, and they like Google things themselves? No.
If you were able to teach
13-year-olds.
13-year-olds, that puberty changes the game.
You're more woke than
I'm
parents.
sorry, I can't hear Bob over everyone. What, Bob?
I was just saying, like, Lumi, you're a pretty woke person. Like, I would rather you having teach kids than parents. Parents are stinky.
I'm so sad Lecture Fan isn't here to freak out about this tape. That's what I'm sad about. Like, Lecture Fan would be like, this is leftism at work, oh my god!
Yeah, he'd
Think
be,
about it,
he'd be
man.
protesting outside of the fucking school.
Lumiru, I think you're
right
you're a single person, right? You're not currently like married, are you?
No, I'm not married.
Wait, are you not 2 people or one?
Bob?
I am
Would you rather have 2 mediocre parents or